Hello, 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 my lovelies. I'm so glad to be here. I thought about you all day at work. Couldn't wait to get home and stream. Here I am. Um, I want to talk about a few things. Well, one thing really. And after that we'll do open panel. I've been turning over some ideas in my head about the channel. You know how much I love the community. We're a community of outliers, misfits, people that have a hard time finding a box we belong to or a place where we fit. But at the same time, I've been doing this for almost 2 years. It's going to be 2 years in April. And I'm wondering how viable it is to try to grow a channel to a very, very large off of misfits. And I'm wondering if I shouldn't pivot, maybe swivel, tilt just a bit toward the mainstream or nor I don't even know if I could. I don't even know if I could pull it off. But I'm thinking of a rebrand. And when I think about it, honestly, it doesn't I hate it's something there's a lot of resistance. I just don't want to give up Outliers, the name, the brand, everything. But at the same time, if I made it more, just broadened it a bit, like not only misfits, but just anybody. Make it more conversation oriented instead of type of person oriented. Um, so I don't know. I guess I wanted to throw that out there and see what you all think. It might help me grow. Like when people see Outliers in Exile and the brand and the description, if they're not an outlier, they might be thinking, "Oh, well, that's not my channel. That's not a channel for me. It's for these misfit people." But if it was more generic and mainstream, I look pissed. Hey, Moose, what's up? I hope I don't. I probably don't even have to ask if you're working as hard as I am, because you're probably working harder. But good to see you. Um, yeah, and I'm gonna keep doing my thing because I don't think I could stop. Like even if I rebrand, it's gonna be the same me and the same conference, like the same. Nothing's gonna change. But like when new people show up to the channel, if they see something that's just like, hey, this is a channel to come and have conversations, versus this is a channel where all the freaks hang out, the misfits, the outliers. So anyway, it's just something that struck me today as I was. One good thing about work is I get a lot of time to think because I'm kind of doing tasks on my own when I'm not helping customers, and it just gives me like it gives my body and my mundane mechanical part of my brain, I guess, something to focus on, and then it lets my brainstorming part just go wild. Hey, Dirt, what's up with you? Not much, just showed up for a panel. I skipped yesterday. I came home like exhausted. My body, not, and so I said, well, I definitely have to pull off a stream today. And then tomorrow I get a weekend. So tomorrow's my Friday. So I'll do an evening stream and we can go all night because I don't have to get up early. And then I'm off this weekend. But after that, they're working me 2 weeks straight, including the weekend. So I don't know. My time's going to be very, precious. It's never been precious. Um, so I'm going to have to stream when I can after this weekend. It's gonna be day by day basis. I don't know why I look. I got my hair cut. Does that make me look pissed? I don't really have anything to be pissed about. I I checked the news before I hopped on here, and it doesn't seem like much is going on. I saw where some representative passed away. That seems to be the dominant headline. Let me see if there's any tweets. And it is open panel, so if you want to hop up, please feel free. Um, no, I don't really have any tweets either. I haven't really had time to social media much. It's pretty much work, come home, get a quick meal for the evening, sleep, wake up, do it all over again. I'm up very early, which with daylight time makes it even earlier. You'd buy you'd buy what for $1? I'd buy it for $1. I have a we have dollar membership, not even $1. They're even less than $1. They're probably less than the price of eggs. For just 99 cents, you too could be an outlier. Alan got a free membership yesterday. Hey, Plasma, good to see you. With the NATO chief, what happened? I saw where the Democrats came. They did something on the Democrats and they about the shutdown, but I don't. Let me look that up. NATO chief. It wasn't on the Google headlines. Trump praised for getting NATO allies to bolster defense spending. I did see where Putin seems to not want to take his deal. Uh, I saw something on White House dot or the White House YouTube channel about the Democrats and the shutdown. So that's the only thing I saw live today. He did a presser. I wonder why they didn't show it. Oh, I have a question for y'all. It came up on another chat. Um, what what's a food that black people like to eat? I want to see if I'm right about this. Like if someone asked you to name a food enjoyed by black people, and I'm talking like American black people, African American black people. So while y'all ponder it, let me see what else is going on. Oh, bunch of people are live today. Wow. That might be what's going on. Hey, Daniel Barry. No, Sasquatch, it's not a trick question. That's part of what I'm trying to test with this thing. Um, it's not a trick question. It was actually a question that somebody was asked in a class. No, I mean I'm not trying to trick you. Maybe the teacher who asked it in this class might have been, but I'm trying to find out something different that came up in conversation. It's not it's not a trap. You could like I don't what would the trap even be? Like you're gonna say something that they like to eat and I'm gonna do what? Say, ha ha! I caught you in my trap. I'm just I I I don't want to give it away, but it's not that hard of a answer. All right, I'll give y'all a hint. It's not watermelon. What's the other thing that black people like to eat? I know. Oh, maybe that's telling that nobody wants to say. Anybody that's grown up around black or spent any amount of time around black people, it would just roll off the tongue. Thank you, Zitz. Fried chicken. That is a known black food. They will tell you that themselves. So the argument was not the argument, but the point of contention was that that's a stereotype. That like black people don't really like fried chicken. That's a stereotype. I'm like, no, they really like fried chicken. It's not racist to say that they like fried chicken because I like fried chicken. All the black people I know, not only did they eat the fried chicken, they went out and sought it um, enthusiastically, and they got excited when there was fried chicken around. I love chicken. Oh, hey, Venus Cupcake. Yeah, you got a free membership yesterday. I YouTube lets me give out 10 a month. So it's like Mardi Gras parade. I was throwing them like beads. I'm culturally black. I grew up black. I was raised by black people. Nobody believes me. My mom was a single mom. She worked all day during the day, and we had these black mammies, our black mamas, and they even told us they would say, "You got a white mama, and you got a black mama, and we're your black mama." I love my I love my black mamas more than my white mama. We had two. They would alternate. Like they one came on one day, one came on the other day, and then we had like a third backup mammy when the two couldn't make it. And then we had other black people that could fill in when the three couldn't. I'm telling you, there was never a shortage of black people to hang out with during the day. And we watched The Prices Right. They taught. Look what they did. They taught us how to latch hook rugs. Like we had these latch hook. My mom would buy us latch hook kits so that when we'd stay with them, we could latch hook with them, and we'd all sit together in the living room with our latch hooks, and we'd watch The Price is Right in the morning every day. Latch hook and Price is Right, and then in the afternoon they would watch their stories, and we would go play or take it like what am I who am I kid take a nap? We did take naps. We hated naps. Right? Yeah, it's not even to me. It's not even controversial to say that black people like fried chicken. If you were on Family Feud and the category was foods that black people like, that would be the number one food. No. See how uncultured you are? They're for making rugs. It's these little grids of squares and you hook a piece of yarn, colored yarn onto each square and it makes a picture like a cat or a balloon or a goldfish, something like they were fun. I love latch hook and string art. I used to do string art too. So yeah, growing up with black was fun. Well, I can see you latch hooking, Sasquatch. We should have a latch hook. I would love a latch hook. See if I even remember because there was a skill involved with that hook. We should have a latch hooking party. We could just sit around on panel and talk and latch hook and show off our designs. Let me see if they still even have them, or did that go the way of macrame and string art? Latch hook kits, latch hook crafts. Ooh, they have a whole website, latchhookcrafts.com. Wow, y'all, latch hook has gotten sophisticated. Look at, I would love to make this. Look at this tiger. Oh my God. Ours was nothing like this. It was like maybe a clown or like a very simple. Look at the detail. Okay, I will. Oh my God, $50? No, 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 no. I want to make the chicken. Speaking of chicken, what is this? Abstract elephant. They have gotten fancy with the latch hook. Okay, at least they're out there. So yeah, everybody could get a latch hook kit, and we could sit around and latch hook. Oh, there's YouTube. Hang on, I want to want to look up. Um, is it young like guys and or is it old ladies or is it people like me? Oh, here's a little white guy opening up my latch hook kit. Learn to latch hook. Tried latch hooking for the very first time. I want to see somebody with some expertise. I made a latch. I need to look. I need to look for somebody that looks like they're not gonna copyright me. Ooh, this person made a dog. Oh, this is a short. Maybe a short I can get away with. Latch hooking is back. Back. See, did it go away? Why is it back? It went away. I don't know who's not gonna copyright me. I guess you just take the risk. They have a black woman latch hooking. Oh my God, this guy's latch hooking his hair. He's using a latch hook to give himself dreads. Let's see, latch hooking. I should probably be able to play a short, right? I'll try it. Nope, it has copy. It has music. I can't do anything with music. I found a British lady. Oh well. Oh, but then you can't hear because they give instructions. You can't hear them say the instructions. How did you end up interviewing a sewing channel? I bet that was wild. I'm determined to find a video. They had the Crochet Crowd, Y Street Studio, Mrs. Coffee. Who's Mrs. Coffee? I wonder if she would let me. Oh no, she's half an hour. I just need a short little. No, not a beginner. Little bit of this, little bit of that from 8 years ago. Ooh. Oh, this is a kid. I don't want to risk it with a kid. Sorry. I made a latch hook moss rug while stuck in a hotel. This is interesting. What's your story? It's not even just latch hooking. There's a whole story attached to it. Oh my gosh, she's sitting in like a pioneer woman dress. She probably made that too. Billy Val. Who is that? Jamie creates. Let's look at Jamie. Her first rug ever. Nope. Music. Oh well. Just Google latch hooking videos on YouTube. You'll have to look up yourself. Sasquatch shills even. He'll shill for anything. um. Hey Zephyr, what's up? That's a good. Yes, I don't know if you'll know this, but Sasquatch does what are they called? I went on it one time where he like if you he'll review your he'll review your channel kind of and introduce your channel to the world and you do a deep dive into your channel. So if you have a channel and you want to go talk about it with Sasquatch, he has a series where he features just that. Um I just assume that we are because by virtue of being an outlier because we're outside the norm, we're also outside of moral norms as well. Um, but you've seen the panel too. I'll let you be the judge. Are we degenerates or are we not? That's a very good question. I should do a stream on it one day. A whole topic. Are we degenerates or are we just differently generate? Well, I'm glad to be here, regardless. I don't know if y'all heard my little. Hey, Gary Baxter. Wow. Welcome, welcome. You're not going to believe this, but I was thinking about you the other day. I don't know why. You just popped in my head. I'm like, I remember that chat person, Gary Baxter. He used to always be on all the panels, and I never see him anymore. Gary's fun. I forgot all about Tarek. Stars the bird. Yeah, Tarek and I we orbited in different circles. We never really crossed paths. We've been on panels together, but I never got enmeshed with him. Oh, is it too obscene for YouTube? That's all I care about. But I don't know if y'all heard my little thing at the beginning, but I had a brainstorm today that maybe the channel's not growing because of the Outliers theme because if like it's there's not a lot of misfits out there. You're not going to get thousands of numbers if you're relying on misfits to provide them. And that if I started like broadening it up to have mainstream appeal, that it might help the channel grow, but then that would mean kind of losing the misfit theme. And I can see both I don't want to give up Outliers. But at the same time, I want to grow my channel. That's the dilemma. And I think I could offer I have something to offer to anybody, like not just the Outliers. But maybe not. Maybe I should just focus on the weirdos and the misfits. OTW. Wow, everybody's here today. Did somebody put a tracker on me in Discord or something? I'm honored. I need to figure out how to get more of those. And we don't even have a panel yet. It's just me running my mouth. Moose. Wow. I that triggers my imposter syndrome so bad. And you're right. You're right. You're right. But overthinking is kind of what I do. Besides, it's not overthinking. It's the normal level that I would think about anything. But I get what you're saying. Well, yeah, because they use it on some of my guests. That's how I get when certain guests come on. There's some kind of bot you can create on Discord which notifies you when we have a guest. Speaking of,
Never ever trust that, dude. Always overlay. It might
oh, I
not be me.
know. I did trust. I'm sorry. You could have been a porn
I
bomber.
could have been
Not with
anybody.
that voice though.
Not with this voice, but you didn't know till you put me up, and it could have been German scat prom. Bam, all over the place.
I know.
Over
But
here, over
also, you're
there.
authenticated on YouTube,
Oh, all right. Well,
so
you
you're
might got that.
the real deal, the real squatch.
How you doing, bud?
What's up? What's going on?
Oh, I'm just chilling. You know.
Let's see if this
I, uh,
person's real.
yeah,
Well,
he's been
I'm
following me around all day.
Who is
I'm here to
that? That's not
follow.
you.
I'm here to follow Sasquatch because he's following me. So I was like,
What
Talking
do
to
y'all
each
have
other.
going on? Is this what
I
y'all do for
don't know. We
entertainment?
just ended up showing at the same broadcast. It's like it's just a
Couple of
odd
times.
coincidence. That's all. So he pops on panel. I go, oh, what the hell? I mean, why don't I pop up on panel too? You know?
Yeah,
Well,
wow.
welcome. It's always an honor. Who is this photo? This is not you, huh?
It's
It
an
looks
Yeah,
like
no, well,
AI
it's actually it's
rendering.
the Winter Soldier with my AI face on there. So that's my
that's your face.
face.
Okay, because
Really
it
Yeah,
creepy,
looks
dude.
out of a movie, but
Really
that's your
creepy.
face.
yeah, it is out of the movie. It's the Winter Soldier, but that's
Oh,
my
I
face.
don't know that movie.
It's
I'm
not a
looking it up.
movie, or is it? I think it's
Oh, well, who? What is the Winter Soldier? Is that a Canadian thing?
no. He's essentially in
Is it
like
from
comic books.
was it
I don't know if you're
Falcon and
familiar
Winter
with
Soldier?
Marvel comic books.
I think there is a
No, I
Winter
looked it up
Soldier
now. It's
movie.
Captain
There's
America.
also
Yeah, Captain America.
Falcon and
That's
the
it.
Winter Soldier, which is part of a series.
Yeah.
Well, hey, since you're Canadian, right?
Yeah, I'm chimed in.
What do you think about what's going on with Trump?
Well, I kind of like step into some stores sometimes and talk with the owners, and they're freaking out. I mean, the price of metal and everything is going up. Right now, as it is, there isn't much happening directly at the borders. So for right now, they're not charging that 25% or 50 whatever percent he put on the fucking tariffs there. So I guess I would even say that he said that that they don't even know what the hell's going on at the border.
I don't think he knows what's going on either.
So it's like, that they cross at the border. They don't ask them. They don't charge them. They don't. It's like you know normal. It's like a normal Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever. It's like nothing changed.
Oh, are you worried? A
Well,
lot of
it's
my
like what.
Canadian friends are very
Oh, it's insane how here in Quebec they've been taking off all of the American products completely off of the shelves.
oh my god.
And hold on, it's not even. They are even closing down stores that were essentially just loaded with American products, dude. So the stores are even closing down. They're not even-
Canadian stores, but they just happen to carry American products.
yeah, they're closing down.
This is going to do your local businesses a magnificent boon, my brother. Think this through. Once all of this kerfuffle has passed, people will buy Canadian produced goods over imported American products.
Well,
But he
I
he
hopefully
loves chaos. I mean, like this is what he's doing it for. It's not for. I don't think it's for
um
anything rational. I think
well
he likes
uh,
poking the bear.
I think no. I think this is all part of a bigger agenda, and you see it kind of play itself out slowly. I guess you have to see it from a bigger, like
You think he's trying to get Canada, like he says?
I think it's even more than just him trying. I think, uh, let's say what I think it is. All right, because I don't want to like put out any predictions and shit like that and indefinite, make any absolutes. But from what I can see is, the world is going to be ruled by essentially three superpowers, which would be, United States, okay, Russia, which would probably become USSR again, and then you would have China, okay. And the reason why I'm saying this is because they all have the same agendas. They're all wanting to take over their neighbor. Okay? China wants Taiwan and the China Sea. Russia wants essentially they want Ukraine, but they're
They want
even
the USSR back.
but they want it all. They want all of Europe.
And so Trump is
okay?
like finding things to want.
And Trump wants the whole freaking American continent.
That's crazy. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, this is what you think. This could happen.
Do y'all even want to be part of it? Y'all don't want to be part of the U.S.
Manifest Destiny 2, bro.
I don't
2.0.
know. I mean, I don't know. I
We would almost have to become a new entity at that point. Like,
would it make
especially
any
if
difference?
Mexico gets thrown in.
Yes, it would make a bit of a difference. And the difference would be the difference in a commonwealth versus an empire, right?
Right.
So currently there's certain imperialistic intentions in the federal government that seems to be weaving its wicked web throughout the world populace, right? All the corporations all over Earth seem to be dancing and singing in lockstep. That being said, if, say, hypothetically, and this is some pie in the sky type stuff, say something happens and the US somehow ends up with Quebec, that's only a step away from picking up other provinces in
No,
Canada.
you don't get it, Sasquatch. The prime minister of our province wants to cut off hydroelectricity from to 3 states.
Go for it.
Well, that's this is this is becoming acts of war. You know what I'm saying? This isn't even
Freedom
funny
to
here.
act is not freedom from consequences.
You remember that blackout that they've been predictively programming us with since like almost 7-8 years now? Yeah, I think that's about to happen.
But anyway, what I was getting at is it would become not so much an empire as it would a commonwealth. It would utilize the same money and the same basic laws, but over half the citizens involved wouldn't be citizens, right?
I don't know how seriously to take. Like, surely there's going to be limits on what he can actually.
Sure. I
accomplish.
mean, I'm not saying this is going to happen tomorrow. I'm not saying it's ever going to happen. I was just entertaining and hypothetical, right?
But at the same time, with him, you never know.
And so entertaining the hypothetical might be pre-planning. You never know.
I like the United States, just as it is. I don't think we need to conquer anything else.
That is the
And
definition of a conservative, my friend.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need Canada and Mexico for anything.
We don't
This
need
is just
Mexican
imperialism.
cartels on the southern border.
We don't really need to be a part of the United States either. When you come to think of it, but hey, I mean, they've been doing it on a micro scale. I mean, they've been, fusing, small cities into like one city, right?
Yeah.
Like where I'm at, where I live right now is like a small town, and they essentially merged it with the bigger town, and now, like, my town is now the name of this is not a town anymore. It's just a district kind of. It's like an area, you know,
Oh,
like the
so now it's like one unit, whereas
one.
before it was separate.
Yeah, now it's like one municipality. It's you have only one. Uh, what's it called? A town hall.
That sounds like
Oh,
austerity measures.
Yeah, they're like packing all of the regions together to make like one big region. It's like, let's say Montreal. It's
Does
like all of
does
the
it
surrounding
service
areas around Montreal are Montreal now. You know what I'm saying?
does it service suffer from that type of activity there?
Yeah, but I think this is essentially the on a micro scale what they're going to be doing on a larger scale, worldwide.
it
Um,
like centralizing everything.
Yeah,
Essentially, yeah.
exactly. Essentially, probably going to be pushing those 15-minute cities more and more as time goes on. Yeah, the
That's
Hunger
crazy.
Games. Yeah, exactly. The Hunger Games.
But I can't imagine that whoever they are, they're gonna do it without resistance from the people involved. That it's
They're
gonna
going to be
affect.
swayed.
If you
They're going to be
start with
swayed.
the children,
Uh, do you watch much television or whatever, like Netflix or whatever, movies and stuff like that?
Probably not really. What movies should I be watching? Hey,
Uh,
shift to
it's
shift.
not a movie.
Hello.
It's a series on Netflix, I believe. It could be on Amazon, but anyway, the point is, it's called Pantheon.
No, I haven't heard
yeah, I've
of it.
It's a
watched
Should
it.
I
it's
be?
a it's a must watch if you want to know what Elon Musk is up to.
Is it
That
animated? Animated television series?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
animated series. Yes.
Okay.
it's
Well,
decent. I liked it. I mean, I like art there,
Um,
so I should.
Shiv,
shift. We're. They're saying we're gonna all be Canada and Mexico and the U.S. are gonna become one entity.
okay, I'm not here for that. I'm here because I heard like large scale this and that, and I have a question for you, Jeff. You ready?
Okay. Yeah, about my large
How
scale
much do rainbows weigh?
rainbows.
Yeah.
I think they're just water droplets, right?
Nope.
How much do
The
they
rainbow
weigh?
itself has a bit of weight. There is
I
a
don't know. You'd have
value
to weigh
given to
up
the
the
presence of
water
light.
in the rainbow.
Actually, rainbows are pretty light.
That was
Yeah,
her
that's what I'm
joke.
saying.
I feel like the moose on Captain Kangaroo, where the moose drops the pinballs because he tricks the captain every time with some
Mm,
punchline of a joke that everybody else can
mm,
see coming.
I'll come back with a sea common joke for you later. We can get into how fake eyelashes were invented, what their true purpose was.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's good stuff. I've learned
Allegedly,
so much about that.
allegedly. What? Okay, all right. I wasn't here. Okay, bye.
I love her.
Wow, what a spectacle!
Here, in fact, I'm gonna drop her channel. If you haven't, she does cool shows and panels all the time. So if you haven't discovered Shift, boy, are you in for a treat. There you go. Here, I'll drop OTW as well, and I guess Sasquatch. What is your series called? Sasquatch. I couldn't think of it.
Sasquatch shills.
Sasquatch Shields, right? Why did I not know that?
I can't answer that question for you, my friend.
Well, I want. I'm all for self determination, and if the Canadians determine that they really want to be part of the U.S., that's going to be their choice. But I can't imagine that many Canadians are going to want that, and so I'm going to have to side with Canada, whatever Canada decides.
Well, it's like I don't know. Do we really want to be under the rule of Trump? That's a question you have to ask yourself as a Canadian. You know?
Well, it won't be for long.
Right? He's old, And he only has
No, no,
4
man. I
years,
mean,
supposedly.
this is the last term. He can't do it again. He can go for Speaker of the House or maybe VP. I'm not sure he can run for VP. I think when you've served your terms as president, I think you're done as far as the presidential office is concerned.
So
But
he's
maybe.
got 4 years, guys, to rule the world. Well, at least to, become the emperor of the American continent.
He's
Okay,
not.
he's got 4 years to do that. So he's got to abolish, the voting system, the court system. He's got to install martial law,
He
and
can't.
really,
He doesn't have the power to do any of it. The courts are shutting him down already. Congress is pushing back against him on some things. So I don't. We have our other two branches of government. I think we'll be okay.
who was the great leader that eliminated
But,
the
but the
whole
wonderful
Congress
land of
thing?
Canada may have a problem. We'll be fine. But you non-citizens might have an issue.
Yeah, you're
What
kind of
what
right
leader?
there. Oh, the leader that got rid of the Senate. Was it? I can't remember in which culture it was. Was it in Rome? Was it Caesar? Was it
Yeah, no,
Alexander?
Caesar did that whole thing, bro, and it didn't happen just once. It
He
happened a
can't
few
get.
times.
He doesn't have the power to get rid of the Senate. It's
No,
in the
this isn't
Constitution.
this isn't an
No,
empire,
this
bro.
is
This is a representational
Like
republic,
Rome was structured differently, so
totally
they could get
different.
away with it. And he got the people to give him power too.
I'm just
Elon
saying.
is Trump's handler. I thought Trump was Elon's handler. Trump was the one
I'm
coming
not
in and
sure.
setting limits on Elon and
Somebody
saying,
asked me why would Elon be the guy you'd choose to do this stuff, and I thought
I don't
about it
think
real
he
hard.
knows what he's doing.
I
He's a
thought about it
spurg.
real
I don't think
hard
he
and came to this
processes
conclusion,
reality
Jeff.
normally.
The reason he chose Elon is Elon's security is already dealt with and has nothing to do with the American federal government.
mm-hmm.
Think about that.
I don't know why Trump makes the choices he makes. But I don't really. I'm not. I don't have confidence in either one of them.
Dude.
In the
Ever
long
since
term.
he announced this shit, I mean, businesses out here are like completely freaking dead. People aren't buying anything. It's like as if everybody's keeping their money in their wallets and they're not spending on except for essential stuff, and like they know the economy's going to go freaking crazy because of all of this.
Yeah,
So
isn't
it's
that
like,
how markets crash and recessions and depressions happen because of market insecurity?
Excuse me.
well, I think, well, anyway, for the I'm not, I don't know for the rest of the world, but I know it's happening out here.
I noticed something yesterday. It is
Uh,
cheaper to go buy a handful of chickens than it is to provide yourself with eggs from a
Because you
grocery
can eat the
store.
Yeah.
chickens too.
Not only
Well,
that,
not really.
but
They're not made to be eaten. The ones that lay eggs, they're really not
well,
meant to be
okay,
eaten.
but
You
you
can eat
can
them,
eat them.
but there's not a lot of meat on them. That's just
No,
what it
there's
is.
not, but you can eat them, and they are
Yeah.
tasty.
Or just go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. They have good chicken.
But they don't have eggs.
Right. And you know what?
You
Eggs
know
are actually free. You could get these chickens laid. Well, at least if you get 10 chickens, you're getting 10 eggs a day.
roughly, yeah. And you got to figure out what to
That's
do
what
with
they
them.
do on Survivor. They keep the chickens for eggs long enough to get them through, and then when it gets close to the end, they kill them and eat the chickens.
Yeah, because they can lay eggs for about 3 years.
Yeah.
After that, they pretty much don't lay eggs anymore.
A lot of
Their
that
cycle's over.
is determined by light cycles and stuff. Um, but yeah,
Oh, egg chickens get the bird flu more. I
so
do hear people talk more about raising chickens now.
a quail's a good alternative if you're somewhere make you can't do
You know
chicken.
what's you know what's tough
Nuts.
about chickens out here? It's to have them in a good setup for the wintertime.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
we get
keeping
like
quail is exactly like keeping chickens, except you can do it in about, I don't know, half the space.
We had some growing up. I remember them being noisy. And like if a
They can
snake or
be.
a creature came at night, you couldn't sleep. They would raise so much hell. And you'd have
Yep.
to go outside and see what was going on
I tell you
to
what we
calm the
always did.
chickens.
We uh we had a whole boatload of chickens, like I don't know, a couple of hundred. And we would all right, so every year you get a handful of chicks that you either let them do it or you break out your incubator and you do it in a certain cycle. As you do this, you also get four ducks and a goose. And you raise the goose to keep the chickens. And then you don't have to do it. It's like having a
Oh,
sheepdog.
'cause
If
the
you got a
goose
crossed
chases
goose,
away all the predators.
dude, the goose will straight eat snakes, bro. Like they don't even bat an eye. They'll just go over and eat them. And so, but there's more to it. Geese are very territorial, and
Yeah, well, no. They used to
they
chase
keep
us.
their little family close to them. And if the goose accepts the chickens as a family, then every night before the goose goes to bed, he'll run around and run all the chickens into the coop for you. He'll go find every single one of them. He will fly away and go find that last chicken that didn't come back.
Wow. Why can't humans be more like geese? Welcome, Untrackable. What's up? It's still disorienting you, but
I said
welcome.
this. I told him he needed to go catch his face ferret. It has escaped.
Hey, I'll do you a favor, and until it grows back, I'm gonna spend this weekend. I'm gonna shave my ass, and I'm gonna glue it to my face, so that way
Was
it'll
it as
give you.
long as the beard?
Wow.
wow, what a project, man. I mean, hey,
I'm
to
not
each
sure I
his
would
own, right?
down that path, bro. I think I'd have kept that one in my pocket.
Yeah, I'll be looking into cryptocurrency over the weekend.
No, it was it wasn't their ass, but it was a Beavis and Butthead episode where they wanted to look older so they could get chicks, and they cut their hair and they glued it to their face. But
Oh, it
I
would have been
figured
funny if it was their ass.
I think so.
That's something they would do.
I think so. But anyway, uh,
And
What's
no,
going on? Are you worried about us having to take in Canada and Mexico as new states?
no, I believe good fences make good neighbors. Um, so
So what the
I
hell
think
does that mean? A cheap fence makes a cheap neighbor? What the fuck does how does that logic work?
pretty sure
well,
that's a bad translation
I
of the
think he
phrase.
wants y'all
But
to
yeah,
stay
he's not
on your
wrong.
side of the
Good
border.
fences make good neighbors.
And a shitty fence makes a shitty neighbor? I don't know. It
And a
just doesn't
shitty
work
fence,
with me.
first of all, if it's your fence and it's shitty, you should fix that shit.
So
You're the bad.
you're the shitty neighbor?
Second of all, if it's not your fence and it's a shitty fence, then you should probably shut the hell up or you'll become the bad neighbor.
Man.
there's something about having boundaries yet being able to speak over them. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
uh, if you have no fence, right, and your neighbor's lawn is nice and they put a lot of time into it, and your lawn is more natural and you don't really give a shit, is your neighbor that puts so much time into their fence gonna come over and be like, hey, your yard's bleeding into my yard, or where's the boundary? Don't cut my nice grass when you cut your shitty grass, type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
Well,
I kind of experienced that because I'm that neighbor that doesn't really care much about the lawn. I'll mow it once in a while, but my next door neighbor, he's like the lawn freak, right? He, this guy, he's freaking out there with his lawnmower and his weed eater, and it's like he's practically on his knees with the little scissors and snipping everything to make sure it looks like all nice and tidy. It's just like it's mad. And then when he's out there and he's like, I get out on my balcony, and then he's like, I see him. He's about 100 yards away. And I still see him turning his head, looking at me on his tractor, riding over. And I was like, staring at me like I'm a motherfucker because my lawn
got that
isn't
big
his.
grumpy face on, staring at you.
Yeah,
Like you
exactly.
stink
Yeah, like that grumpy lawnmower man.
And also, you got the idea of like, hey, when I sit in my backyard on a nice day, and you're sitting in your backyard on a nice day, uh, it really doesn't matter whose fence it is. We're not like subjected to like staring at each other, because sometimes I've got this thing where I look at everything that moves, and if as long as there's a fence there, well then you won't accuse me of looking at you, and I won't accuse you of moving that caused me to look at you. You know what I mean?
you looking at me, neighbor? Don't
Are
look at
you
me.
looking at me untrackable?
What you
How
looking at?
dare you, sir? What you looking at?
But then you have the metaphorical sense, which is the diplomacy between countries, and it's like Canada is Canada and has been Canada damn near as long as the United States has been the United States, and it's fair to let them do their thing and have their rules, because they're almost congruent with ours. However,
almost.
uh,
There are
however,
very
the
distinct, sir.
They did burn our
however,
White House.
Come on, get on with the however there.
however, the leadership structure that governs is it's a different structure. But
Yeah,
the people up there get to protest just like we get to protest. They get to smoke weed. The people down here get to smoke weed. It's like, what are we doing here? But I do believe in having those separations.
Dude, I was brought up watching American TV. You know what I mean? It's like it's not like
that's
all
funny. I
the
was brought up watching Canadian TV. We used to watch SG1 and freaking what was that other one that was real big? Where it was Warehouse
SG1
13?
was Canadian.
It was mostly filmed using Canadian stuff and actors and things. That's how.
Oh yeah, but
got
I mean
involved.
Smallville 2 was also loaded with Canadians.
Sure, but SG1 was made by Canadians largely with the facilitation of both the Canadian and federal government.
Yeah, it was with the guy who played MacGyver.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What's his name again?
Oh, love that show. Dean Anderson.
Yeah, that's it. Man, my
No,
dad loved that
I'm not
show.
a fan. I'm not a fan. I haven't seen every single MacGyver episode ever, like 6,000 times.
Yeah, I just watched what was it? It was that Dave Chappelle movie about getting stoned.
Half baked.
Yeah, and it's like the MacGyver smoker was like, "Bro, give me an avocado and a torque wrench."
A half-inch socket.
You could literally create a bomb with with toothpaste, bubble gum, and some sort of battery.
Nah, man, my favorite MacGyverism that was ever laid out on screen is fairly legit until you come down to what he actually did on screen. Right? He explained it, and the way he explained it is accurate. But what he does on camera is not the way you do that. Right? That's just the first step to how you do it. And it was the bicycle cutting torch, the thermite torch. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
All right. So MacGyver ends up in a situation where there is a vault that is closed and he has to figure out a way to get it open or else the people inside will die. Right. Now, never mind the fact that attempting to thermite a vault open this way is definitely going to kill everybody inside it. Right. We're going to skip over all of that. The suspension of disbelief is good enough in MacGyver for it to work. But this is what he does. He picks up a bicycle frame, takes a hacksaw to it, and cuts off a chunk for a tube. This is a tungsten, I think it was, or graphite frame, something along those lines. And he's like, when you're trying to cut something open, you gotta be willing to sacrifice a little bit for the heat, right? And then he explains about how aluminum and rust form a really sort of rough kissing cousin to thermite, and it burns kind of like magnesium. And if you put it in a tube, you get the balance right between the aluminum and the rust, it'll actually self combust once you get the mix about right. That stuff burns like the surface of the sun hot. And technically speaking, all of the gears and gizmos involved in the method would work,
Oh,
but the amount that he made and how he applied it would not work.
I smell gas.
You have any gas pipes in where you live?
I don't. No, I don't know. I think everything's electric.
Might want to
Maybe
call your super, bro, and just ask if there's gas.
I'll
Not,
ask my
not don't
roommate
tell
about
him you
that.
smell gas. Be like, hey, are there any gas lines in this place?
Maybe
And
he
then if he
just
says
farted.
yeah,
He farted silently and
Well,
he didn't realize it. And
I
now
mean,
he's
no, I know
smelling
the
the
difference
results.
between
No.
that.
It's not carbon monoxide.
that's odorless and tasteless.
Did you cook any hard-boiled eggs? Maybe that might be it.
Mm-mm, I don't cook eggs.
What kind
I
of
don't even
gas
eat
does it
eggs.
smell like?
Hey, Busker.
Does it smell like stove gas or like
Yeah, yeah, like, but it passed. It. I don't smell it. Maybe it was just my my
do you
head. I don't.
you can
People
only
die
have
that way, dude.
do you
Like
have
No,
it's
no.
just
I
imagination.
heard that just before a heart attack, you smell the odor of burnt toast
That's
or
a stroke,
something.
and it's
Did
not
you?
Oh, that's a
necessarily
stroke.
odor.
Okay, it's a
Oh,
stroke.
It can
Whatever.
be rotten fruit,
well,
burning
it did smell
rubber,
like
any
toast.
number of things.
Jeff? I'm assuming you probably have electric stove because you're in Seattle or whatever you're Washington.
Yeah, although they didn't pass they tried to pass the no gas law, but the people voted it down, and now
You,
they're trying to take the gas away a different way. But
so it's not
they definitely want to take gas away here.
the gas isn't coming from your stove then.
No, I'm pretty sure it's electric.
Even the
The little that I use it.
I mean like the stove top. I meant like that's electric.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's not
yeah,
gas.
it has the little rings.
So you might be smelling somebody else's gas.
It passed. It was I don't know. It could have been just been me.
So it was a
Bye,
quickie.
Sasquatch. Good having you up.
See you
Keep
later.
chilling.
Hope I didn't. Yeah. Shoot. Sorry. Hope that wasn't my doing.
No, people move. That's what they do. It's what I
Yeah,
do.
me too. Sometimes I'll just drop out, and sometimes I'll say goodbye. It just depends on like my concentration level.
Yeah, that's all fine. It's all part of the panelverse.
Yeah.
People come zip in and out.
So OTW, is that your picture? Is that who is that? Who is that? Is that an actor?
It's Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
Oh,
Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen any of that.
with his face, it's AI face. You said.
Yeah, hold on.
How do you get an AI face? You it no. Do you feed it pictures of yourself, or does the AI like know what you look like after a while? Look at
But
that. Is Stormtrooper Jesus? Who is that?
Yeah, that's with my face.
yeah, dude.
That's not your face, huh?
That's my face.
That's Stormtrooper Jesus. Do you really have hair like that?
No, well, actually, yeah, I do have long hair like that.
Okay. So, but that's your hair that then.
No, it's not my hair.
Oh, okay.
That's
But it's your face.
the Jesus in the stormtrooper thing. Here's another
Okay.
one.
It's not your face then.
This
Who
one's
is that?
Gerard Butler, but with my face.
I'm
Really?
still smelling that gas. I'm gonna go check this out, but I'll be right back unless I
You
explode.
go
In which
smell. Do
case,
you have a
it
hallway
was
of
cool.
sorts? Do you have a
If
hall?
ever you should have left the camera on. That way, if we would have seen flames, we could have called 911.
Yeah. Like if anything explodes, we can call 911.
Yeah, if we see flames and an explosion or
You
something.
have a point. All right. Well, here I go. Y'all carry on.
I don't
So-
think I don't think my precinct will be able to help you, but I don't even know.
Yeah, I have mostly electric in my house, but I do have like a gas fireplace, and my water heater is also gas, and I just had the water heater changed out, and because it's gas, um, the city has to come and inspect for my carbon monoxide detectors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? Nobody's come out. That's weird because nobody's come out to check mine ever. And I've had gas for water and heat for ever since like I moved in here in 2003.
Hey, Jeff, why were you doing like I don't know, like kind of like a ninja
Oh,
on your?
because I'm sitting here in my pajamas. I didn't want people to see something they weren't supposed to see.
Oh, okay. It's like
Yeah,
a
it's
little,
not gas. I thought it was strongest in the hall, but there's nothing in the hall at all.
So then
That
it's
would even
coming.
have gas in it.
Maybe it's one of your neighbors.
Well,
do you
I
have a
think
neighbor
it's
downstairs?
no, we don't.
Well, then I doubt it'd
It's
be the
not
neighbor.
gas. Whatever it was in the hall. It's some kind of. I don't want to go into too much detail, but
Some kind of fart.
not no. I don't want to tell. I don't want to tell people's business, but I think I've figured
I
out
got you.
what it could be. It's not. I don't think it's gas. There's nothing in the hall at all
Oh,
that
it
would have
must be
gas.
weed or something. It must be a weird smell that Jeff's not used to smelling.
You know what? It could be a terpene from marijuana because they have so many flavors and smells. Oh my god, it's endless. And there's gassy smelling stuff.
You don't smoke, Jeff, right?
Um, no, not. It's been a while. I keep trying to tempt myself, but I keep resisting.
I mean, like if you ever do, you can get a. They're harder to find, I'm sure, but if you get a CBD dominant strain, you'll have lower THC. I mean, sometimes you.
I can't do the CBD. It makes me too sleep. It makes me too relaxed.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the
I have
most.
to look for the low or no CBD strains.
Well, actually, they have sativa CBD strains if you get lucky. I mean, that's kind of hard to find. Uh, but yeah,
I
if
don't
you
even
can.
know what I have.
But
It's
or
been
just
like almost a year since us. Does how long does weed even keep?
oh, it keeps forever. If you
Forever.
yeah, especially if you got
Oh, it's Jack Herrera.
oh, that's a good sativa, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've always loved that one.
Last one I
I'm
had
trying to see
was
the CBD.
tuna Kush.
All right.
Point
So,
10
do you have
or
a
point
jar?
18s.
Do you have it in a jar, or is it enough that
No,
you?
it's in the little plastic bag that it comes in.
Um. Well,
Is it
you
even
can keep it.
fresh?
You can keep it fresh for a long time if you get something called.
Ooh,
Uh.
It's strong. It smells.
If you get there's these humidity regulating packets that'll keep that shit fresh forever, dude.
Well, I
And
used to get the little packets. The weed
yeah,
store would give you free little packets to keep your weed from drying out.
yeah, exactly, yeah,
But I haven't had any of those in a while.
yeah. Those will keep it fresh, man, and you don't have to
Man, I
smoke.
wish I had not smelled it because now I'm really tempted.
Well, hell, man, do it, man. I mean, if you want. I'm not trying to
Hey, hey,
pressure.
hey! Don't try and influence the broadcaster, man.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Ah,
Yeah, go ahead and roll one, Jeff.
roll a fatty. Ugh.
Roll them
No,
if you got them.
no, no, no. I mean, do you prefer bowls, bongs, or joints?
I have a little
Little
glass
pipe.
pipe,
Yeah, yeah, that's right. I prefer
just
glass.
enough to get a hit or two out of.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy.
All right, let me ask you a question, Jeff. Um, you're Satanist, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
No,
Okay. So,
you're not wrong.
what kind of Satanist doesn't smoke weed?
I do smoke weed. I just haven't done it in a really long time, and because I like it too much, I don't want to start the habit again.
Dude,
It's I can't. I wish I could do it occasionally. I can't. I either I'm all in or not at all.
does
So
it?
go all in. Well, what's the
I
problem?
don't. I'm not.
Yeah, man.
No.
Like you can just just like moderation, man.
Trackable's looking at the screen like, what the?
Hey, Jeff, does it tell you how much THC that bud has? Because
Um.
it
It
should say
does in really tiny letters that I probably need my
THCA.
phone to make out.
If it has to say
Let me just blow them up.
THCA. The THC by itself that will tell you THC as
All
it
right.
is,
Let's see what we got here.
but
T8 1.1. Oh, total 20.88 total.
Oh,
But this
that's
doesn't make sense. THC is 1.7. Oh, THCA
yeah, that's what I was
is
saying.
19%.
Oh,
Oh, well, that's very reasonable, man.
it's
That's all right.
reasonable.
Yeah,
That's
it's
And
not
very
like
CBD
reasonable.
is 0.18.
Oh, that's
yeah,
perfect.
that's typical the CBD.
Yeah.
But like yeah, that I mean, since you haven't smoked in a long time, that might actually be a little strong for you. I
Oh,
don't
I'm
know.
sure it would be. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So you
mean,
only take two puffs, man. Two,
yeah,
three puffs, and
Yeah,
you
that's all
you,
I
you
would do.
turn it out.
yeah, man. I mean, you'll
I
be
can't do it tonight anyway. I gotta sleep in like 2 hours.
yeah,
I'd
no,
have to do it on a night where I can
yeah,
enjoy it.
Okay.
Jack
Well, if
Harris.
you smoke one, you'll sleep in about an hour. You'll be in an hour and ahead.
But then I waste it. Who wants to only get an hour of a high?
Trackable's laughing.
But Jack Harris is supposed to be sativa, so that might actually keep you awake. Unless you're tired already.
I should be. I'm not actually, because
And
this.
you're drinking coffee too.
Well, yeah, the stream is keeping me
You know what? That might
animated.
actually balance out your. It might help you not get so fucked up with pot. It might not make you.
That's it. That's how I do it. The weed brings me down, and the coffee brings me up. Or if I don't have drink coffee, I drink monster drinks.
There you go.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
used to do coffee and weed all the time. Like I
it's
almost rarely did I smoke and not drink coffee at the same
it's a
time.
perfect balance. It's the
That's
high low at the same time. It's like salt and sugar mixed together.
That's
Hey, I found out. Do y'all know about the lemon salt? My coworker had some today. I never
oh
had it
yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah.
It is the best tasting stuff I've almost ever put in my mouth.
I used to cook with that stuff a long time ago when I used to cook.
Oh my God, I think I'm addicted
Lemon
to that
salt?
now.
Yep.
Is that what you
Lemons.
said?
Yeah, you put it like on your beers, your Coronas. It's a little bottle
Okay.
of
Le-
salt, and it has some kind of lemon flavoring in it. It tastes like citric acid, maybe.
huh.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna say goodnight. Good to see you always.
All right, untrackable. It's good to see you, man, and you're looking good,
You as
man.
well. You look sleepy yourself, or blissed out something.
Yeah, get rest, get some rest.
Yeah, man. I haven't been able to track you, so
Huh.
Take care, UT.
Untrackable.
Is white rhino a sativa, Zephyr?
Yeah, white rhino.
Oh,
I think that's Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's a sativa. It might
that's what sativas do that to me too. I'm like, "La, la, la, la."
White rhino might be a hybrid. Who knows? I mean, I haven't had that one. That's a big question. 'Cause I remember seeing it on the menu, but I can't remember if it was in the sativa section.
Oh, it's a hybrid.
It might be. Yeah. Well, all of them are hybrids, but
Yeah,
like
that's true technically.
whether it's sativa leaning or indica leaning is a different story. Like like if it's heavy indica leaning, you'll get a little more sleepy than your regular sativa. Typically, it all depends, man. It's all about what's terps are in it,
there's
and
a bunch of strands that I miss, man. Like, back in the day they had skunk and triple skunk and they had Northern Lights.
oh
Oh
yeah,
my God, that is where that is the only indica that I can do.
oh I
I
love
love Northern
yeah,
Lights Out.
yeah, dude.
Man, those are all strands we never hear,
They have it up here.
they
Yeah,
do.
it's
Hmm.
sometimes it's not like
Or they did when I lived in Seattle. They did because it was one of my favorite strains. I would get it all the time. It was my nighttime strain.
the trick is, man, to check the menu. Like if you can do that without like
Oh yeah, Durban Poison. I used to get that a lot too.
yeah,
Yeah, see
Durban,
that gets it.
that's a good sativa.
Maybe like if you become part of the U.S., you'll have access to it now.
I
It's another.
haven't had a good doobie of Northern Lights in years.
Northern Lights is definitely good. I miss it. That I'm gonna have to get that for the next purchase if they have any. If somebody does.
Because
I can.
most
Oh,
indicas put me to sleep. They knock me
yeah,
out. I sit on the
yeah,
couch and I stare into space until I go to sleep. But Northern Lights has this really nice high to it before it knocks you out. You get about an
exactly.
hour,
Yeah,
sometimes an hour and a half.
exactly.
I never get knocked out. Just it doesn't
Yes,
knock me out.
it all. I guess it all depends on the person. Like when I was younger, I mean, just about all weed would keep me up. I mean, except for a really strong indica. And if I was drinking alcohol, of course I was going to pass out.
Oh, I can't drink with while smoking. Forget it.
Yeah, I can't either.
I get a headache right away and I go to sleep. That's it.
Yep, I go to this.
But
It's over. My night's over. If I drink and I smoke weed, the night's over.
my my problem was, or maybe is, but not. I haven't drunk since. Excuse me,
You swallow.
a can of cough. I smoked
Was
and
that was smoke?
yeah, that
Oh,
was
it sounded like you swallowed something.
no, that was pot smoke. And sorry. Anyway, so the last time I had alcohol was when I was here on Mardi Gras.
Oh, that's right.
That was back when, I don't know, February something.
Just a week ago.
It's already the 13th already. Holy fucking
The Ides are coming up
Yeah.
on
Last
what?
time I got
Saturday,
drunk
huh?
was 2 summers ago.
What date is St. Patty's Day? I should know this. I
It's
was
the
not
17th.
yeah, that oh shit, that's coming up.
Because I'm gonna try to do a stream.
And that's my day.
Maybe
Are
I'll
you
have
Irish?
maybe I'll
No,
have
but my name's Patrick.
Oh,
oh
yeah. I
hey.
guess you could.
Well it's Irish
I guess you
inspired.
have a stake in it.
Yeah,
It's
I got like a pass, you know?
it's Irish adjacent.
Oh, y'all. Speaking of weed, we spoke and he came. He comes when called.
Of course. Joe Cool.
Hey, Joe.
Mr. Joe.
That's good, guys.
What up? Hey, Joe. What's your favorite food?
Tacos and
Okay,
chicken
if I
wings.
asked you this question, what's a food that black people like to eat? What would you say?
I'd say chicken wings.
Thank you.
I I couldn't
Fried
help it.
chicken.
Even if it's funny, it's true, and I
It's
can't
true,
pass up the
right?
joke.
Thank you. That's the point I was trying to make earlier.
But
Thank you.
you know, like
Somebody said it was a stereotype, but it was racist. I said, no,
No,
it's
ain't no
true. They
black
like
motherfucker gonna
chicken.
say it's no stereotype.
So if ever
Or
I
maybe it
invite
is,
like
but it's
a
shit.
black woman for supper, if I get fried chicken, I'm good.
Listen, let me tell you
Probably, if
what
you
I'm
play in the
eating.
odds.
shit.
Well, actually, the shit's gone now. But you know what this is? My lunch
Chi-
or dinner,
Let
fried
me
chicken
guess, it's
wings.
chicken.
Fried chicken
Hey, Moose, what's up?
wings.
What's going on, fellas? I've been listening for a while. Thought I'd hop up.
What's up?
Are
Oh
you
man,
high?
I'm getting there. I'm already high, but I've just started
You
I'm
smoking.
stay
high
high. If you
all the
stay
time.
high, you
I'm
ain't got to
getting
get
there.
high.
Right.
I'm getting
Yeah,
there.
that's it.
That's right.
We're both on the way there, Joe.
I'm smoking Snoop Dogg OG, man. That's an indica, but it's not a very tiring indica, I gotta say.
I got some tuna kush right now.
I'm too
Tuna
busy
Kush.
smoking and
That's
Never
talking
had
right
that,
Tuna
now.
but
kush.
does it smell like fish?
No, it doesn't. It smells. It kind of smells
who would
creamy.
name a strain tuna?
I don't know
Yeah,
how to explain it. It smells creamy.
that's kind of a nasty name for a weed. Kind of like cheese, but then again, there are some strains that smell like a goddamn dirty sock.
Yeah, the best indicas smell like that, like funky feet or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
fucking.
right.
That's
Why they
that.
call it
It,
the cheese? That
it,
cheese.
it's all about what they've been doing. They're just like, well, they're genetically modifying the terpenes by crossbreeding all this shit, and then they discover new terpenes or something. It's like kind of science, man. It's like crazy.
Yeah. They're getting good at that.
Science, brother.
They're getting good at it.
Yeah, totally.
I had a buddy who was growing a strain for 4 years when he gave me some. That shit was so strong, man. And that was 5 years ago. So
And it's still hitting.
God knows what it's like now. How he's dialed it in by now.
Jeff,
Hey,
does it say what total terpenes that package has, or that the weed has? Because I'm guessing it's probably below 2%. The shit that'll really fuck you up is
They have very strict labeling laws here. They put all kind of shit on the label.
well, like with every weed shop, that you should be able to see what you're getting.
well,
Like I got,
sometimes they don't put it on there. They might just put the letters EU, European, so and so. I've
Um,
been to dispensaries like that.
I don't see anything that specifically
yeah, so then,
references terpenes. They just break it down into THC,
yeah, it doesn't
CBD,
have the, well, that kind of sucks, but
CBD, CA, CBD, CBDA, 0.0%.
it
Okay.
seems like everywhere in Maryland, they have total terpene counts. Like I got this one strain called Beach Cake. It's one of the cake strains.
Uh,
My God,
Train
dude,
cake.
that has like 4.86% terpenes.
can
Large the carotenophylline.
Hey,
can you?
Joe.
Does it taste
Question for
different when you smoking? I'm curious.
Oh
If
my
the
God, dude, it's great, man. When you have a lot of terpenes, the taste will last to the end of the bowl. It'll go beyond
right.
it'll be go to the white ash.
That's right, baby.
Yo, hey,
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah.
So I've smoked so much that like I just walk in. If I go in, I want the best shit. Throw it
Right?
in the bag, and I walk out. Like, do you go through and do you like pick like strain by strain when you go in, or do you just
It depends on what I need. Like I was driving here. Excuse me. I'm back in Chicago. It took me like 3 days because I stop everywhere. But I'm doing a lot of driving. So I tell them I want a hybrid, nothing that's gonna really kick my ass and make me too sleepy. That's for driving. And at home, I keep a really high indica that will knock you the fuck out
Yeah,
15
yeah.
minutes. Shit, for at night. Yeah.
Man, I used to love to drive when I was high, but yeah, like kind of a something that won't get me all loopy.
Yes, I got a half ounce of I don't even remember what the strains were, and I had to put them. I don't have them with me. I had to put them in paper bags because I didn't want to travel in the plastic. I can hide the paper bags better across all these
Yeah.
illegal states.
Where,
So I don't
wait,
even remember
what's
what
the
the.
difference? Where do you hide the paper bags?
I can't. I got a really good stash spot. I can't tell
Oh,
you, bro.
okay, now I want to know.
But the big containers, the ounces, they be in round containers like this. They won't fit in my stash spots. They be getting really big. But that's it. I got one that was great. It serves its purpose, and one of them was just too much. It's 10 minutes. You already sleepy and shit. You wake up high off of this shit. One of them strains I got.
Oh shit.
The
Yeah,
uh, the guy behind the counter suggested it. Some younger dude was suggesting I get some more shit. I was like, yeah, yeah. And he come out. He knows me, and he was like, I suggest a gold so and so, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm sure that's the one that. Oh, she's gorgeous.
So what's your current strain then? What are you driving around on?
Oh my god.
What's
Are
going
you all
on?
right?
Is it something?
It's sick.
Is it
Oh,
content?
Somebody,
yeah, well, you wouldn't like it. The rest of the fellas would love this
Oh,
shit.
oh,
someone.
dude, is it not? What is a chick?
Yes, and she's just got on boots and like a sweater. And
Oh,
if she got on hot pants, they hot pants because I can't see
Well, why
nothing.
are
You
we?
can see her
she
booty
sounds
cheeks.
hoish.
Yeah,
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 well,
got the
sounds
tall
like
boots
a hoe to
too.
me. Oh shit! Yeah, she gets what she wants. That's what it sounds like.
hmm I'm sure.
Yep. Yep.
But I don't even know what I'm smoking on because
You need your own strain by now.
I know, right?
Joe
Somebody
Cool.
should have offered that, or I should have been growing it by now. You're absolutely right. Somebody should capitalize
Hey,
on that
hey,
shit, bro.
Joe, I can make you one, bro. I have a
Hello.
strain called the BBC.
I bet you do.
It's no, I'm serious. It's banana bear claw. It's banana kush crossed with apple fritter.
Are you in the
We can
U.S.
call it the
yet?
Joe Cool.
Are you in the U.S.
I
yet,
know
Moose?
why
Yeah,
you
I'm
laugh.
I'm back in Maine.
All
I
right,
know
I'll
why
come
you
visit
laugh.
you.
Go, go help.
You see, I
You
thought
can
the
go help
same
him out.
thing. I was like, wait a minute. Who are you trying
Nah,
to say
it's not.
there?
It's not
I know, I
for
know,
the
I
breed,
know, I
bro.
know. Oh my god, that was funny though.
But it would be a fitting cross.
There you go. Yeah, banana, banana. What?
Suck my cock.
Banana
I got some.
kush and apple
Yeah.
fritter.
Oh, dude, apple. I haven't tried apple fritter
I
yet.
haven't either.
Ugh,
I got
I've
some
done banana.
banana bubbles at 35% THC, but the terps are not very high.
35?
I know
Yeah,
how I'd name your
Yeah, that's
strain,
yeah,
high.
Joe.
Yeah,
35.8
Yeah.
something.
that's high. You got to damn near infuse some shit to get higher than that.
I call your strain Joe, but cooler.
I just got the
Joe
my
Cooler. Just Joe
The
Cooler would
weed,
be
when the
dope.
weed is
Joe
cooler
Cooler,
than you
yeah.
are.
Yeah,
Joe
Yeah.
your
Cool.
weed's cooler than you are.
Even
Yeah.
cooler
Yeah.
than Joe.
my tolerance is through the
He's
roof. I've
pretty
got a
cool.
37 point something. Another string garlic cookies.
I
Garlic
can't do that
cookies?
shit, bro.
Yeah,
That's the shit I
That's
use to
Girl
put
Scout
me to
cookies with
sleep.
what? Everything cookies is Girl
Hey
Scout.
Joe,
it
he's
was
pulling a Zachary Hubbard over here with these numbers thing.
no
Uh,
whatever that means.
I,
He does the what is that called the
Gematria.
gematria.
oh man.
Oh, I saw him with Andrew Wilson. He reminded me of Smith.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
wait a minute. I mean, Smith is on a whole another level.
Oh wow.
But same apartment building, same skyscraper.
I'm glad Moose caught on to that one.
Oh Patrick, I missed you, bud.
Uh,
It's been too long, brother.
He might be a citizen soon. We
Where's he
might all
from?
be like one family.
Where's he from? Jeff.
He's Canada,
Okay.
Canadian.
It's Canada.
He's what's his name again?
He's the whole country.
Which have I met him?
OTW?
Oh, the
I,
one right up there.
yeah,
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah.
yeah. He goes live a lot.
Remember that?
OTW. Oh man, maybe this is the wrong place and the wrong time, but I heard that you were a free man now. You wasn't Paul's backup channel anymore. I'm not trying to start shit. I've been trying to get you to. That's yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
word's getting around, huh?
Okay, good. That's good news, man. I can see what you about. Yeah, yeah. And everybody seems to like you, man. If there was a knock on you, it was because you were subservient, and no one likes that.
To who? Paul?
Clearly,
Oh,
yeah.
how
Hey,
does that
no
happen?
comment. I ain't.
Yeah,
I
I only
ain't
think
you
gonna
ain't
argue
gonna
that
get
with
me on that one. I'm no way.
I mean, I'm a sub, and I can't even muster that reaction to him.
All right, I apologize.
You
Let's get
don't
back to
know the
weed.
power of the dark side.
Guess I don't. As a Satanist,
Yeah, you're. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean, but
I
you're
guess
really
I have
a
higher
pathetic
standards for my
Satanist.
dark side.
I know, right? He is the weakest, fucking biggest letdown Satanist I've ever seen,
Who,
man. Damn
me?
it. I was
Yeah,
expecting
absolutely.
magic
You're
and
the
No,
fucking
we.
nicest. You're too nice to be a
adrenochrome.
I know.
Satanist.
I know. I tell myself that sometimes. Like I'm too. I'm too. I'm not a. I feel like a bad Satanist a lot. I really do. But
Yeah,
I'm a Christian
Yeah.
Satanist. That
yeah,
must be the Christian side.
you'll see him in a business suit at a bank somewhere. You know, talking about he's in a fucking line at the bank talking about he's a Satanist. My corporate stocks just went up 3% last night, Joe Cool. You're not a Satanist. You're supposed to be sacrificing, getting some adrenochrome or something.
But also,
No,
most of y'all are
you're
so
just
nice. Y'all don't really
you're
bring
just
out my demon.
eccentric. That's all it is. You're
He's an
eccentric.
eccentric Satanist.
We're
He's
all
eccentric.
eccentric, off center.
I think you're right. What is that word for autistic people, Jeff? I was trying to neuro something.
Neurodivergent
Yeah, I was trying to think
Oh,
of
I
it
like
yesterday.
that name. That's really.
or
That's actually.
neurospicy. That's another
That
one they
almost
get us
sounds like
for.
a superhero ability.
Yeah, I came up with it. I forgot it, but I came up with it.
You
I've got
diverge.
neurodivergence, man. Watch out, man. I
Sound
can
like a
fuck you up
movie.
real good.
Hey, but we gotta go back to this real fast. So, was there like a falling out between you guys, or what?
I'm sorry I kicked something off for
No, that's
OTW.
good. Viewers want to know. We ask the hard hitting questions here.
Yeah,
You talking to
yeah,
me?
yeah. I'm talking to
You
you. Was there
talking to
like
me,
a
fool?
Yeah,
fallout?
give us the
Was there a
tea.
fallout between you and Paul, or what happened?
Nothing happened. There's nothing.
What's the free
Oh,
man thing?
yeah. What's the freebie?
Yeah, what's the
I
free man
I
thing? Nothing happened.
no, I like for 2025. I just decided to like remove all the mods and the keys and everything, and just fly with my own wings, and
All
do my
right.
own thing, and that's it. There was no hard
No
feelings
altar
towards
case.
nobody, no falling out, no bad blood. There's none of
Good
that.
thing.
It's just
Good stuff.
me
Good stuff.
doing what
We
I
want
want to
more
do, man.
drama than that.
Good stuff.
Well, I'm sorry, guys.
I'm not
Well,
disappointed.
if you're
was
gonna be
no-
part of
no
the
drama
U.S.,
there.
you're gonna have to learn to put out a little bit more than that.
Hey.
That's
There's
too
enough
Canadian.
drama on my channel. I don't need to put more out. And that's all Flow State's fault.
That's
Are y'all still?
good.
I forgot y'all were fighting. Do y'all still? Is that a bit, or
I'm not.
do you really
fighting
both
with,
dislike each other?
No, I stopped fighting with everybody. I was
Okay.
like, I'm
So
not,
Flo, he
if,
buried it. So
if
you're
they're
the only
still
one keeping it
fighting,
going.
I mean, that's their thing. I'm not fighting with anyone.
Yeah, my man.
I buried the hatchet with Jack. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
In
know
his
y'all had
in his back, right?
anything to bury.
No, I just like literally, stopped doing Get a Life Jack segments on my show.
Oh
and-
yeah, I do kind of remember. Like that.
I do like I think it was almost every Thursday I do a Get a Life Jack.
Well,
Yeah, but
are you better
clearly it
for it?
was
Like, do you
getting
feel
nowhere.
better inside for giving that up, or do you miss it? Like,
Good question,
did you
Jeff.
have to sacrifice?
I
part
do
of
get
yourself?
tempted sometimes to want to go and do some, but I it actually it makes me be more creative. So in a sense that I want to, I instead of just leaning on going to watch Jack, and criticizing
Yeah.
his thing, it made me kind of like step up my game and go find some actual content or
Very
produce
good.
something. Yeah,
And-
produce something
And
instead
let's
of
get real.
doing
like
character
Patrick.
assassinations all the time.
Let's get real. Like it was going nowhere. Like it's gonna be the same thing for the rest of your life. Like if every Thursday, because Jack's not gonna change.
Yeah,
That's so
no,
sad.
nobody changes. I don't know where people get the idea they could
Well,
I don't know
change.
essentially,
what you're
it's,
talking about. People move on.
but
They do different things,
Moose,
but Jack does the same thing.
essentially, it's one of the reasons why I let go. That I stopped, like kind of not harassing him, but making a spectacle of him on my broadcast and making fun of him and laughing at everything he
He
does.
was your low cow.
Pretty
Yep,
much, yeah.
that's what he
So
said.
I kind of like I said, okay, that's enough, man. It's like do unto
So
others what you would have them do unto you. So I said I'll treat them better.
it sounds like you're just merely saying that I'm the same guy. I just decided not to make fun of Jack anymore. Not that there was some new revelation or something.
Well, essentially, I wanted just to be a more positive
Very good.
character out here on YouTube was the
Yeah.
ultimate goal, So Jack is just like collateral.
Look,
Well,
collateral
it just falls
positivity.
into that particular.
Uh, uh, that's good, man. That's good. I like that you didn't have a falling out with Paul. Everything was cool. I don't know if he cannot respect you. I couldn't respect a motherfucker, kissed
Who,
up to me
Paul?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But if you
yeah,
got
he
his ear, that's a
definitely
good
didn't
thing.
respect you.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's
I don't
all
have a
right.
problem with Paul. I did at
No, no
first.
problems. There's no problems. I bet you he's
Whatever
listening right
issues I had with Paul, I resolved them in the first couple of months that I met him. So,
Yeah, by bending the knee. That's not a thing
now.
you should brag on.
but
Right.
yeah, but Joe,
Yeah.
there was I
You
didn't
bent
bend the
over to
knee.
get the ass,
Yeah.
I actually resonated with the message, and
So do I. So do I. But I
So do
don't,
we.
no one tolerates that bullshit. You're better than me shit. Right? Unless, like, say you have a narcissistic girl. Hi, girl. I hate I said that word. But your chick's like that or something. Some people, they'll only have you around if you take the second seat or lower. And some people just ain't cut like that, man. Don't even understand cats like that.
yeah, but I do because I was literally raised around guys like him.
No, that you missed my point totally. I am saying guys like him, we don't take second seat. Paul don't take second seat. He understands, and it's true that every man he's speaking across, looking in the eye, is his equal, right? There is no I'm better than you bullshit. And those who believe that worship other people or some think other people have special rights, they're missing something in the game. He don't
Yeah.
get to cut you off and talk over you. Why? Because he's smarter than you, prettier. What the fuck is that? Equal or no?
Let's go.
No comment. I don't know what to
Yeah,
say to
that's
that.
Y'all
cool.
sound
That's
high.
cool.
I think it's just
Y'all
whoever's like
sound
Y'all
high.
sound high.
the most high talks over.
I'm about to get really
But
high.
it's an animal thing. It's a monkey. We're monkeys. We're primates. It's
I
jockeying
agree.
for
I'm not
hierarchy
a
and
monkey.
status and
It's
all
Yes.
that.
that.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm
People
not
sorry.
a
can
I'm
see it.
monkey.
evolutionary brain.
I am not a fucking monkey.
We're
Joe
all
Cool is
cave.
not
Oh,
a
I hate to
monkey.
You're
tell
a
you, but you
monkey,
are.
Moose.
We're all caveman.
You're a cool monkey,
We
but
didn't come from
you still,
monkeys.
you're not less monkey than the rest of us.
No, I'm telling you right now, we're not. We didn't come from monkeys, fool. We did
We're,
not come from a
we came.
monkey.
We are not only. It's not that we came from them. We are them. We are primates. We're still monkey. We haven't turned
You
into
can
something other
categorize
than
yourself as
primates.
whatever the fuck you want, because it's 2025. But I'm not a monkey.
Do you understand the point that we all are cavemen? We think we're so developed and so smart. We went to the
Yeah,
moon,
I get the
developed
point.
satellites, but we can't get out of our feelings when someone calls us a name. Like Jeff is saying, we got to step into a room and be the sharpest tack and shine the most, and it's
Yeah, I'm
caveman
chilling.
shit. Men in general, not us up here on the battle. People. That's what people are. Reactive.
You know what makes me think that we are definitely related to monkeys is because when you look at the bottom of our feet and then monkeys' feet, you just it's like almost
We're
like
not. not be more
I don't know why it
intelligent.
took Charles Darwin to even
The,
discover
I
that. Like
know,
I would
man.
have,
What the
people could
fuck?
have figured that
Where
out
was everybody
centuries
at on
before
that?
him.
we are related to
I'm just
monkeys.
telling you, I'm probably the
What
only
is it
person
he
here that
discovered?
knows that we're not related to
We're
monkeys.
related to any
You're the
mammal.
only non-monkey
We
person
are
on the planet.
related to all mammals. I don't know what.
Yeah, yes, exactly. A lot of it is not even monkey brain; it's mammal brain. Just being a
I mean,
mammal.
anything with eyes we're related to, and a nose and a pair of lungs.
Yeah,
In some
yeah.
Hey,
fashion, and even things without eyes and shit, we are related to in
hey,
some DNA
speaking of
fashion.
shit, we all shit and piss.
Yeah, just like a
Damn
fucking
it.
guitar and a harmonica are related. I get it. I get it.
They are?
Yeah, they're musical instruments.
An accordion and a harmonica are more related.
Yeah, no, yeah, alright. That's awesome. Alright, let's like this
I'd
poll.
even say a piano and a guitar are more related than a harmonica.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm nothing like a monkey. I'm telling
We're
you.
like a
Like, I don't have
banjo and a
that.
ukulele.
Like, no, I'm more like a fucking bull-filled mouse. You know what I
A
mean?
what kind of mouse?
A bullfield.
What?
Bullfield mouse. Why?
Yeah, Google
Why?
that shit, cause I
You'd
don't
rather be
know.
a mouse than a monkey?
No,
This is interesting.
I'm just fucking throwing you for a loop because it's easy.
Oh, yeah. I guess it is. This
He
one
was
has
very
the one I'm looking at has antlers on it.
he was very specific with that. No fucking mice ain't got monkeys. I mean, mice don't have antlers.
It's
Fuck
a
out of here.
mouse with antlers.
No, it's not.
It's right here.
Fuck out of
Bull
here.
mouse.
Mouse with antlers.
What the hell? What?
It was worth
It's
it.
the
It
bull
was worth
mouse.
it. So worth it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you said bull mouth. Bull mouse.
Hey, oh yeah, you can. Who? Jenna, welcome. You have the same color outfit as Plasma. Yeah. Well, join in, join the fun.
Going all in. Party fucking started.
You gotta smoke weed though.
You don't have to smoke weed.
Well, if
It
you
might
want,
help, but
if you want
I
to,
managed to.
you're more than welcome if you got some.
And if you don't, what happens?
Nothing.
You shady ass motherfuckers. I would share.
I
You
would
would?
if you guys were here. I have enough that
I
I
would think most of you would, right? Would any of you not share your weed? No,
I
that's
would
Yeah, I would
mine.
share.
Get
I
your
would
own.
share
Oh
my weed.
man, do I have no? I do. I would share my weed. I wouldn't share a doobie. Like I'd roll one for you.
Oh yeah, cause
All
yeah,
right, you smoke
Yeah.
it. No, no,
You
no.
want
that's
their
There's
dirty
no.
ass
There's no.
lips on
Hold on a
your
second.
joint?
You're. Wait. You were gonna say it's because of what? What do you mean?
it's very
Their dirty
Canadian.
ass lips. You don't
No,
want
no.
it.
I don't mind sharing a joint with somebody else. I can. Yeah, I can pass it around the room. That's not the point.
as long
It's
as they
just
don't.
that
If they
I'm
listen,
so used to listen to this. I'm so used to smoking on my own that it's like as if I don't get my full dose if I pass it out to somebody else. So I just end up rolling another one anyway. So instead of doing that, I'll just roll that other person one. Here, smoke your own, and I'll smoke mine, and we'll just get our full buzz. And
dude,
Wait, your dose is a whole joint?
I
oh
don't see.
yeah, for
Mine's
Oh my
sure.
god.
the joint with
Oh yeah.
another person as
Hey,
long.
I'll be back, man. The police out here, chopper. I may be missing something. I'll be back.
What you think
All
they
right.
looking for you, or you go and
Uh
try to
no,
get?
no, he's missing content.
Oh,
He's
okay.
go chasing his content.
Huh.
Hey
Anyway, yeah.
Joe, do you know that guy Brian 363? I'll ask you
No.
when you come back.
Uh-uh.
No, he's a motorcyclist. I think he's in Chicago. They do
Brian
like
three. I
wheelies.
know Brian O'Shea.
Nah, they do like wheelies and shit down the street and
Oh, you think that's who it
stuff
is?
from the top. No,
I
I'm
do
saying he
shit
should
on
he
my
should do a
street.
collaboration with him.
Oh.
I'm in a neighborhood and they do
Oh,
that.
he's doing. I'm looking at his channel now. He's doing the Satan horns on his motorcycle.
Ah, ha, ha.
Oh, this is cool, actually.
It's
Yeah, did you think
Wow.
I watched
Yeah.
anything less than cool? I
I,
mean,
lo-
come on, dude.
That's cheesy as shit. I'm
I love
sorry.
that little scooter.
What the hell are you looking at?
This Brian three here. I'll drop his channel.
I was
He
trying to get
does.
Joe Cool to Do a collab with him.
Okay. It's- hey, Mike, welcome back.
Yeah, tell Mike to come up here. We haven't talked to him in forever. Is he banned?
No, not at all.
Why?
He comes up.
You must not have respected him or something, because he used to come up all the time, every day.
He streams from the bushes.
It's a little dark though, isn't it? With the bushes.
Yeah, it's sometimes cold.
Yeah, there is this question I've been asking myself for a little while.
Is it worth it?
I don't know. Is it? It could be.
Well, you have to tell us now, so we.
Well, the question would be directed directly to Mr. Moose.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
I thought you
Yeah,
asked yourself.
just wondering how you ended up with the keys.
Keys to what?
Never mind.
What does that mean?
The keys to what?
It's okay. I said never mind.
I'm not even
Alright.
loose and I'm curious.
Oh, that's fine.
Is Jenna a troll? Genitals? Genitals?
You didn't.
Oh,
You,
man.
okay, you didn't
I think
catch
that's
on
the
the first
sock.
time. That's why she wants everybody to call him out.
Oh no! Man, that's
That's why I never shout that person out.
I don't even know. Have
probably a
you seen her before?
female.
I don't even
So
know her.
somebody.
Oh, that's
Oh,
why she was asking for a shout out. That's a troll.
Yeah.
I
That's a
think that's a
sock. It's gotta
he.
be. Is it plasma?
I bet you.
oh, wait,
Oh, it's
who is it? Genitalies?
Genitals.
yes, dude. I bet you $100 that's a dude, man. That's not a girl.
Yeah, I think
There's
so
no
too. I
Jenna
think
there.
it's somebody we already know.
I have a
Oh,
funny feeling it's snafu, but hey,
They seem too eloquent.
Who's that?
So what's this? What's the key thing? Why don't you have a key?
I mean, if I wanted a key here, I probably would have one.
What key is he talking about?
StreamYard key.
Oh
see,
no, I don't have
there you go.
anybody that
Funny you say StreamYard when you kept saying what key? What key?
Well, I meant for like what channel?
I
I mean,
don't
there's
I don't nobody has a
so many
key.
channels. I mean, do you want me to have a key here? I'll ask Jeffrey. I don't
Well,
need
you're
a key.
hardly around anymore.
See? It's like, well,
I
he's
haven't
not gonna
given
let me have
anybody a
a key
key at all,
to the
ever.
apartment
Even my
because
co-hosts.
yeah, you're not allowed. You're not allowed.
I've never had a need for it. I've always been able to manage it without. But Moose and we did this thing one time where I think he gave me a key to
Yeah,
his thing,
you did.
and then he did some behind the scenes
What are
productions
you all talking
while I
about?
ran the show.
Keys to the kingdom.
Yeah, it's all the power. It's like
Yeah, on StreamYard you can give keys to
Yeah.
have a co-host or an
And then they can
administrator or
control your
something.
show. And who was it that they fuck. Was it Jack gave Paul something? What was that key story?
Jack gave it to me.
Oh, it was you.
And Moose gave them to Paul.
Well, this is what happened. Okay, so Jack and Paul. Well, me and Paul were already friends for like a year. Then Jack comes around, and Jack is obsessed with Paul, like obsessed. And then Paul casts him away, and then I go to help Jack with his failing like channel, and he says I don't want anything to do with Paul. So I said, all right, just cut Paul off or whatever. And then Paul's birthday came up, and I don't know. I just was like, hey, why don't we open up StreamYard? And I saw there was like a private like stream that Jack was doing with somebody else, and they were just doing like a one-on-one or whatever. And then me and Paul, like I threw Paul in there and gave him the keys, and yeah, I don't know. Jack was yelling at me, and I would like throw him out of his own stream, and it was pure like organic, and it was like you
The
can't
funniest fucking
replicate.
thing you have ever seen in your whole life, man. It was like I was literally, my face was hurting. I still remember what that day, man. My face was hurting. Like I could barely breathe as I was laughing so hard. It was just funny because they went on this kind of power trip where they were all kicking each other backstage. So Jack was kicking Moose, Moose was kicking Jack, Jack was kicking Paul, Paul was kicking Jack, Jack
Because
was
they all
coming,
had keys.
Jack was bringing himself back upstage, Paul was kicking Jack back, then Paul, Moose. It was a fucking shit show that it was nothing funnier. You just couldn't even make that shit up, right?
Yeah, man, that's funny as shit, dude. Especially now that I know Jack and I know who the other people are. I think. Yeah, that's kind of funny, man. And they all had keys.
Yeah, and it all happened because like Jack wanted to work with Paul again, and so I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to get them to like working together, and it was epic. I think it was like one
Yeah.
of the biggest, like highest viewed like YouTube things that Jack did. You could go check his channel.
I'm looking at it now. What's it called?
I don't
Popular?
know.
Let's see.
Just
Let's
check
go.
for like the highest viewed one.
I'm not so dangerous. It's time for change.
I don't know.
Let's
It's like
discuss you. These are all young Jack. But oh wow, what? Uh, man, he looks worse here than he even does in real like
Yeah.
now.
plus,
How are
dude.
these the most popular? These are got to be locale
Is this
videos.
him in his bathtub or whatever?
Do you have a copy of it, OTW?
Probably do, man, but fudge.
That'll take a while to find.
I've been deleting all the yellow tagged flagged videos on my channel, so
Do you remember the
Yeah.
title?
oh god no.
No way, dude. If I remembered what Paul's birthday was, I would know what day to look for. But it was just hilarious, dude. It was organic, and it was like it's like 4 to 8 hours of content that was just epic. And Jack was pissed,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but like
Okay.
I mean, yeah, like clearly it was, and I apologize for it, but it was great, and it brought them together, and they started working together, and Jack dropped the ball, and you know
He's a very
that's what it's all about.
disgruntled person from what I've found.
Yeah, I mean, like it's I
But,
don't know if it's
know,
disgruntled. I think he's just lazy, and he wants somebody to do the work to get him to where he wants to go.
well, there you go. He's also that, I guess. I don't know him, but kind of getting an idea about Jack. I
Who
remember
has
the only
babies?
time
Is
I
that you,
talked to
Moose?
Jack really was on
What
your stream.
I
babies?
hear babies
Yeah, I hear
I didn't
baby
hear
or
too.
babies.
children.
Are they your children, or they're like on your?
It sounds like multiple children playing
I
or
don't know
something.
what you're talking about.
I hear children too, man.
OTW, you have kids?
No.
Oh,
Do I look like a guy who has kids?
I don't know what. Yeah, you look like you could have kids.
Well, I have a daughter, but she
I mean,
moved
there's
out.
nothing
Like
about you that doesn't look like
she
you would.
moved out
I
and
don't.
had 2 children of her own. I'm a grandfather now.
Oh
That,
my God!
that
Yeah,
was weird, dude.
I
those
love you,
grandpas are getting
dude.
younger and younger.
Yeah. How old are
Dude,
you, Jeff?
19.
ha ha ha,
So what?
dude.
That's 39 in men's language.
Jeff is
It's
actually
a little
like
higher. I'll be
54.
55 this year.
No
My,
way.
my
Yeah,
hearing is good.
Really?
grandpa age
They were
Oh,
definitely,
so you're the actual grandpa
with
here?
no kids.
Yeah,
Yes,
uh,
he is the grandpa here.
dude. They were actually children.
No way. You're not 55
I'm
years old.
You're,
55.
That's why when Dolbez comes on
my,
here, we have to have
Gen
a
X.
warning label because it's like a man and like man child thing
Hey,
between those two.
no homo
Sorry,
here, but you're kind of like you look good for your age, dude.
Jeff. You're looking good for your age, bro.
Well, thanks.
No, no joke.
I'll, y'all all look good for y'all's age.
Young from all the blood drinking. Like, what do you
I
drink?
can't drink blood. That's gross. They had the survivors do that one year as a challenge. They brought in a cow and they cut its neck and they put blood
Oh,
in the glass
dude.
from the and they had to drink it as the. I couldn't. Oh my god, no! I
I
cannot
would
drink
have
blood.
chugged that down like it was going out of style.
They said it was
Bet you would.
warm and
Just like a warm glass of cum,
yeah.
huh, Patrick?
No, the worst thing that I've actually wasn't ever able to swallow was raw eggs. Dude, I just won't go. It won't
I don't know
pass.
if I've ever
I
tried.
can't do it. I tried it. You know when you see, these bodybuilders chug down an 8-ounce glass of eggs,
Oh yeah, you
raw,
can't chug down
and
that
you're
like
like, I want to try that. So you're like, you crack one egg, just one, put that in the glass, and then you want to chug the egg down, but it doesn't want to go down. It's just stuck in your mouth, and you're trying to and it's all gooey and it's disgusting, and you just spit it back out. No, it doesn't work. I don't even know how they do it without puking.
same way women do the do.
Yeah, but I
Mike,
hear
you
it.
drank deer blood?
You drink deer blood?
He said after a hunt, they did.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's
dirty.
kind of ritualistic right there.
That's like some fucking shamanistic fucking.
Indian stuff.
Oh man, drinking the blood. Is this real, man? So Jeff, why would you want to change what you're doing so you could be popular?
No, just so I can grow the channel.
Yeah, you want
Like
to
we
be
might get
popular.
more. You know, it. I interviewed that lady earlier this week, and it kind of.
Kind of
I.
bombed because she
I.
sucks, bro. She
No, no, it was
sucks. She had no
no,
energy,
no.
bro.
Quite the opposite. It was a great. It kind of opened a new audience, and I would attract a variety of people. Where here I'm just attracting the outliers.
All right, I get you. I actually didn't even see it, so
So why
I
don't
had
you
to ask
join
you.
debates
And
in
in
particular?
fact, she was on Leslie's today, Leslie Elliott. So
I don't
if
know
y'all
who
didn't get
Leslie.
enough of her Monday, y'all can see her on Leslie's.
I don't have time to look at that stuff, Jeffrey. You need to get your content better. That's what you need to do.
My content is whatever shows up that day, unless it's me monologuing.
Yeah, that's what OTW
And
does,
even
and
that
like
is whatever
half the
shows
time
up
it
that
goes to
day.
shit because it's snafu.
No, he hasn't been on my broadcast this year.
Oh wow, wow.
Well, I mean, maybe in January, but that's it.
So there's been like a cleansing. So you're actually real about your channel, like not having scumbags on it.
I didn't know you had scumbags. You didn't seem like the type that would trash up
Well,
your channel
no,
that way.
it's he's a free speech channel, sir.
Oh, well, that don't mean you have to let everybody on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
snafu is a
I
right.
let everybody on.
Oh.
I gave Snafu 3 years of space to fucking do whatever he wanted.
Oh my God! Why?
Oh yeah.
What does he add to a channel at all?
Oh, a lot of chaos and a bunch of he's still entertaining as a character. You just get sick
He's
and tired
one
of it.
note though.
Yeah, he is one note,
You gotta
but
get
still,
degrading.
I guess I'm the kind of guy who, I'm a little conservative. It's like I stick to the same thing for a while until I get really, really saturated by it, and then I move on to the next thing.
Yeah, I can see that. I probably have some inertia in me too that I'm not aware of. But I guess you don't know till you break it and then assess from there.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want it to be positive this year. This is the positive year.
Yeah, positive year. I like that.
Come on, Moose.
What? I'm not gonna call him a loser failure or anything like that. That was the old me.
No,
That
you
was the
seem
old.
positive so far. Like I didn't even know this was a change. You've always seemed pretty positive to
Nah,
me in general.
He used to be like the side saddle though. Now he's the man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know he
Yeah,
has a
you didn't.
show, but it just looks like different guests on. So I didn't
Yeah, but
know
he
what
was he
his
was doing
role or
like the
position
midlife
and all
bro
that was.
logic. He was doing the midlife bro logic, like
Oh,
you know, kind of thing.
I don't know what that means.
It's all right. Jeff does, and it's no, it's all good. We're
oh, he
moving
was doing
forward.
it with Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I have to get some tips from Paul then, how to cope.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna go get some carrot cake.
All right. Go get that cake. Oh
Okay.
man, sounds good to me. Yeah. So what's going on, man?
Just work. How's yours?
Oh, dude, work is work.
Are
I'm
you pushing through? Do you get used to it after a while? Like, does your body get adjusted?
I think so. I think so. My body is definitely tired.
Yeah,
I think that's
that's
part of getting old, Jeffrey.
are part of being employed, part of working.
Nah, you'll be all right. You'll get used to it. Once you're used to it, it'll be good.
They schedule me 9 days in a row next
9 days
week.
in a row, you don't
Yeah,
have a fucking day off for nine
no, for
days.
9 days.
What kind of? Where are you working again?
Just a retail store.
And
I
they've
think
already
I
got you
personally
working.
think they're doing it as a test just to see if I can do it. Like, I'm the new guy.
Yeah,
Let's max out his days to see if he can even make. Like, it's like an initiation. You get
I
four
think
days
so.
off a month. How do you do it? And you work graveyard too. Wow. What does like this 9 days? I guess will be a test. Then I'll know. But how do you do you get used to it? Like, does your mind just adjust and you don't think about that it's 2 weeks in a row? I need some tips. I don't know if they respect each other, Mike, because Putin rejected the deal.
What deal?
Um, the Ukraine the ceasefire thing that Trump's trying to
Uh
put
oh.
together. Putin's like,
Uh
no, I don't
oh.
agree to those terms.
Putin's putting it in. Putin's putting it in. Putting it
Putin's
Yeah,
down.
putting
but
yes.
he's not gonna. Putin wants. He's gonna take over Ukraine. You guys don't get it. It's gonna
I don't
happen.
care. I really don't give a shit. Like I don't watch the news. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. As long as you stop sending my motherfucking money over there, I don't give a shit.
Well, Trump restarted the aid. He cut it off
Let
for a
them
little while.
fucking yeah. Let them fucking have whatever they want. Let Russia do whatever the fuck they want with Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like we should focus on Canada, Mexico, and the
I
United
think he
States.
is focused on Canada right now hard. He has his eye on it. So Kane, is it just temporary? That's how Moose started. They told him it was going to be temporary.
What is it? Doing extra hours on salary? That sucks.
What I've discovered and what I've heard from other coworkers is companies will do what they can get away with their employees.
Oh yeah.
If you rely on the company on their own to just do the right thing and treat the employee right, they won't ever. They will always try to maximize every little ounce they can get out of an employee, unless the employee themselves draw some kind of boundary.
Yep. You have to. I drew
You
my
really
boundaries.
Who's not laws too? And why is he saying I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm not even here talking?
he's another Canadian.
Yeah. Yeah. He
He's
doesn't
the
like America.
Canadian that pretends to hate the U.S. when he secretly probably wants to live here more than anybody else. Not laws. What are you gonna do if we become what do you call it when people share a country? Not brothers. We become like citizens
Comrades.
together, compatriots,
No, we're
comrades.
comrades. under this communistic society where you're going to be paying $20 for a loaf of bread. Get ready to pay $100 for a cheeseburger, son.
Yeah, not laws. I'm interested in your take on Canada
My take
because
on Canada is it's fucked. But that's alright. You asked for not laws.
you think it's. Do you think it's gonna?
I think it's
I
fucked.
think Canada's gonna stay Canada. I don't think. I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna stay Canada, but they're gonna get fucked. Like when we get fucked, they're gonna get fucked.
But we're the one fucking them. Like they
No,
don't have to get. We could just leave them alone, and then they could just keep
we're
doing what
fucking
they're doing. Like
ourselves.
we're needlessly fucking with them.
Yeah, that's the point. That's what the 20 Agenda 2030. Read it. You'll own nothing and be happy.
That's what bullies do.
Yeah, you'll own nothing and be happy. Don't worry. We're gonna be all right. Agenda 2030, Jeff.
Let's see. I'm looking it up. Is that the globalist,
Yes, sir.
whoever they are?
The World
20.
Economic Forum.
Oh, the
They're a
WEF.
huge thing. I don't
Why do
know.
people think they have so much power?
Oh, they do. They do.
Transforming our world. The agenda for sustainable development. See, this is just their United Nations. This is just their like fantasy vision of the world. That doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Oh, okay. I'm not
Man, it's
saying
very
it's not.
long too. It's
Yes, it is.
50 something.
Yes, it
Fifth,
is.
man, that was just the first go. Wait, what? It's 17 go. These are people with way too much time on their hands to sit around and think about things. Because there's 50 something items, and that's not even the goals. Then after that, there's 17 goals, and each goal has like subsections. Achieve. Wait, what? Gender equality and empower all women and girls. Like how? What? What? Women are more empowered than they've ever been in history. What more power do they need? This is global, though, right? So they're talking about countries that currently don't empower. So, like the Muslim countries, good luck with that.
Oh, it's gonna
Value
happen.
unpaid care and domestic work. Who's working for free? And what does recognize and value mean? Just pay them. Oh my God. I just read 2 or 3 sentences and I'm already, my brain can't take it.
And that's why we're fucked.
But see, I don't take this seriously. I don't think the world is going to, just like we did with the woke, the world is not going to let themselves be ruled by these idiots.
Just like the world wasn't gonna let themselves be locked down, masked up, forced to take medical things that they didn't agree to. We think that they can't do things, but they can. The world can do a lot of things, and they can do it very quickly. Just like in Venezuela, they saw their money inflated overnight to where you needed shopping carts just to buy groceries. You know what I
I
mean?
use a
It's like,
shopping cart to buy groceries.
well, I'm talking shopping carts worth of money because their money was so overinflated at
Oh.
that point.
Let's see. It's people that do housework and take care of children. But don't they get paid for that? Like, who's going to babysit for free or come clean somebody's house for free? Just because she's a nice white lady, they're going to, oh, let me clean your house,
Well,
ma'am.
someone might.
I am the back.
You're back.
I am back.
Jeff doesn't think the World Economic Forum has that much power. He's trying to read Agenda 2030.
Yeah, well, definitely not to enact It to me, wait, when they already have done it by now? What? Why?
Well,
All they do
it's
is
not
lobby and
very slow.
influence. Like they dangle
It's
money in front of
2025.
people and they try to get them to do policy.
Policy, policy, bust a nut on her knee.
I don't understand this. You know what? I'm just that's y'all's future anyway. I'm gonna be old by then. I just want a little place where I can keep doing my thing and stay out of people's way and not bother them, and they'll leave me alone, and I won't get in the way or cause trouble. And then the grandkid generation can deal with all that. Joe, was it the motorcycle guy?
I didn't find who it was, where they were. I never found them.
Oh, well, do you
Uh,
know about this Brian 363?
doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, you should check him
He's
out.
yeah.
What's
I
he
was
in?
trying to get you linked up with him because he's a motorcycle guy in Chicago and stuff.
Here, I'm gonna drop his channel in the back. Y'all should do a collab together.
Oh, that's how you asked me. Was it the motorcycle guy? Okay.
Yeah, he's cool. He'd be all about rights and freedom and cop watching. He'll tell you where the cops are gonna be at that night.
Yeah, be in Chicago. Yeah, such a.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
You,
the people, the world is corrupt because humans are corruptible, but I don't think all humans, like all humans, the ratio of corrupted humans to not corrupted humans would have to shift drastically for
that's
Yeah,
something
heavy
to
from
happen.
all
because it's
humans being
dismal.
corrupted to like because I don't get it because right now there are, I haven't met any not corrupted people.
Really? Who do you hang out with?
See, that's
Like
a pretty nice
90
group.
something
I'm
percent of
sitting
people in my
here with
life are
y'all. I
not
mean,
corrupt. I know very few actual corrupt people that I hang out with.
Yeah, I'm not.
I must be
Yeah,
sitting with the wrong Satanist.
well, you might be. The
No, he's a Christian Satanist.
I think he's an anarchist Satanist, if
No,
there's
why?
such
Oh
a
no,
thing.
not at all. Why?
I thought you. I don't remember.
I love civilization. I love society.
No,
I'm
no,
trying to
just the
keep it.
no rules, no rules. That part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but even no rules, it's not no rules. It's no stupid rules. If the rule makes sense, we need to keep it. If it's serving a
Yeah.
purpose, we need to
Wait,
keep
wait.
it.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
All
Please
right,
forgive me.
I
Any
like
hold
that.
on, hold on. Let me clear this up. Let me clean this up. Any anarchists out there, let me clean this up. Not no rules, no rulers, no leaders. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't think we have leaders in the U.S. or need leaders. I think we're self-governing,
What if
and we
I go
elect
into a
representatives. We
I'm sorry.
elect people to be our voice and represent us in
What
government.
about cops and judges? Oh, when I hear leaders, I think those are our first and clearest examples. We're not equal to a cop or a judge. You wouldn't
Yeah,
argue
I
that.
am.
If I wanted to go into a courtroom and wear my hat, a judge could and probably would.
Right. They have authority and their social role, their social function gives them an authority they can infer. But as a human, as an individual, as a fellow citizen, they're not better or lower than I am.
The rules of the court would disagree with you. They're just a mediator. Don't it doesn't give them any authority
Well,
outside of.
I separate the cop from the role. The
I was talking
person
about the
who's the
judge. I'm
cop
sorry.
and the role of cop are two different things to me. So the person who's wakes up in the morning and puts the uniform on and does cop is equal to me. They're no better or worse than I am. We're all on the
But
same level.
I understand that you believe that, but society doesn't believe that. You can't talk up to a cop, assuming you've broken no law, and talk to him the way he talks to you.
Yeah, I talk to
He's
cops the
supposed
same
to
way I
be
talk to anybody else.
all right. Here, even better. Here, how about this? If the cop wants to be rude and say "fuck you," blow me or whatever the fuck a cop says, and you say "fuck you," cop, shut your fucking mouth.
No, I'd probably tell him you
Are,
don't have to be rude.
no, me. I should go with me.
Oh.
If I
Well,
think the cops,
do they tell you that though?
Let me say, if I think a cop's being
Jeffrey,
rude
he's
and
trying to hit the
disrespectful,
point.
and I talk to him in a light tone, uh, it's suddenly harassment, interference. Suddenly, I end up in court for shit, disorderly conduct. They start searching your car to see if your tags and license are up to fucking. That's not equal. They're gods. Or everybody
But
know that.
has that happened to you?
Constantly, endlessly. You know how a
You're
cop watch
constantly
it.
pulled into a courtroom for bad mouthing a cop.
Well, I was talking about getting into it. My license, my shit ran. My car looked over, and yes, I've been for 2 tickets. I've been fighting for almost 3 years now, at least 2.5 years. 2 fucking traffic tickets, and they've been shitting on me so bad, it's crazy.
Well, did you
And
do the
I I
infraction?
I got 2 traffic tickets, and no, got me on a illegal lane change, which I didn't do, and the other one was no insurance. I'm sorry, 3 tickets, no insurance, which I had, and he wouldn't let me get out the glove box, and a bowl which was in my girlfriend's purse, and he said she wasn't even there, and put it
Well,
all
the
on me.
insurance one should be easy to fight. You just show them that you had insurance.
I'm not trying to fight it. I'm taking it to court. I'm not trying to get out of it. I was trying to prove a point with that shit that yes happens to me all the fucking time.
Well, don't make illegal turns. You might
The
not
the
get
uh, the
stopped for.
topic was are we equal, right? Cop walks up to average person on the street and tells them to walk down the street. They'll do it even if the cop has no fucking I'm sorry, I'm getting texts and I'm trying to close my eyes so they'll stop. So I'll stop reading them. I lost it. Whatever the fuck
Yeah,
I was
I'll
saying.
do
Yeah,
it
Damn.
but
too if he's acting within his role as cop and using his authority properly.
They never are. Ever.
yeah,
A
but
cop should never say
But
anything to you. I'm
I
sorry.
give them the benefit of the doubt because I don't have the information they have at the time. So if a cop randomly walks up to me and says, "Start walking this way," I'm gonna listen to the cop because I might not know what's going on that he knows. There might be a reason he's asking me to walk that way.
yeah, wouldn't it be important to ask the reason? I would be the type of guy who'd ask.
Right?
I'd ask the guy,
It
like,
just depends
"What
Sounds
do
on
you
the
want?"
cop. It
important.
just depends. Like I might say why, or I might just say just walk. If there's some kind of disaster happening and he didn't have time to sit there and explain to every single person, I might just walk and then figure it out later.
Right,
You
but
ever
is
see
if what if there isn't anything in particular
But
that's
see, in the
actually
moment, I might not
happening?
know, so I'm gonna default to just doing what he says and giving him the benefit of the doubt. And then if I find out later there was no reason, I'd be like, well, that was weird. This cop just randomly came up and told me to start walking for no reason.
Yeah, it's always because they don't want you to see what they're about to do. It's always the same thing. They don't want you around in the public, and
What kind of stuff do they do?
they violate your rights. For instance, they're gonna push you for identification. They're gonna push you, and that's just
Yeah,
a
I don't
clear
have a problem
violation of the
showing my
Fourth
ID.
Amendment, and they shouldn't be forcing you to do that shit. That's the
I
type
don't
of
have a
shit I want to.
problem doing that. They
I'm
don't
not.
have to force me.
I get it. You were saying what type of illegal shit would they do? I claim that shit's
But like
a
on purpose, like, oh, let's make sure nobody's around so we can illegally ask this person for some ID. What do they get out of that?
yes. They get to paycheck. The more people whose ID you run, the more names you catch. That's what they do. They want ID from everyone they run into. That's how they support their
They get
business and their
paid by
livelihood.
the amount of IDs they run.
Yes, and a cop will tell you. I'm making a vid about it now. The more people you run, the more likely you'll put someone in the system. And in the video that I'm working on, they have the actual numbers. They have cops telling them you need 30 summons and X amount of this and that. They put a number
Yeah,
on it. The
plus
police on
tickets.
you.
Yeah, they have a certain number of tickets that they have to reach during the month. They have a quota, so that kind of like pushes them to stop people. And sometimes even come up with reasons. What they're at the end of the
Yeah.
month and they didn't reach their quota, so they'll fucking stop you for all kinds of
That's what
I
the
reasons.
know, but
cop
they
was.
risk being if it's not airtight, they risk having it
No,
overturned.
that's not a thing. The judge is like you. He supports the cop. He'll tell you, am I going to take his word or yours? He's going to go with the
That
cop.
sounds like
L- the-
corruption. I don't think
Well, the
every
cop's
single
word is worth two people in the
Yeah.
court.
Joe, I saw that video you did recently where you went. They were having that like in the gym in Chicago. They were having a open to the public
Oh
information
yeah,
session.
yes,
You went
yes,
to the
yeah,
different tables to try to get them to say their name, and
yeah,
you're a
yeah.
public figure. Why don't you want to be? That was really good. I enjoyed
Thank
that one a
you,
lot.
thank you.
And that
Hey,
lady
yes,
upstairs where that guy said you're supposed to have that poster displayed and she didn't know the law.
yes.
And he went. She goes, "I'm gonna go get the cops." And the cop came and told her how wrong she was, and that they have the right to film.
You don't see the arrogance in every one of those public
Oh, I
servants
could
that
stand her. I could
yeah,
not
they
stand that
think
lady.
they are better than we are. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck
some of them
who
do,
it
but I
is.
don't think she's the norm either.
How she is, you know, you don't. I don't suggest you take my word for it, but I've done enough of these. God knows, the norm when you ask them a question, if it's not on their script, or you tell them no, by law, I can request this document. They tell you, I said no. You can get it on the internet. They all get outside of their body. They'll be like 1 in 50, or maybe 1 in 40 that actually will calm down, or let me see if I can get someone who knows it or something like that. All of them usually resort to, I told you what to do. Like there's some type of
Oh,
authoritative
right,
figure.
yeah. No,
But
that wouldn't
here,
work with
Jeff,
me.
let me try the Are We Equal shit one more
Y'all
time.
put me in one of those videos because she's not gonna do that with me.
I wish I had you with me, bro. I
Uh,
wish I did. I'd have sat back and let you rap. If a cop gets, you ever see a police run lights and stop signs and shit?
I growing up, there was a cop my friend was driving, and there was a cop in front of her, and she watched the cop run the red light, and then a few blocks later, she was stopped at the business next door to where the cop was, and she
Yes.
walked over the cop and she asked him. She goes, "I just saw you run a red light. Can you tell me why you ran a red light?" And he said, "Sometimes we have to run red lights to do our job."
That's the cop telling you to get off the corner. He's lying to you. He's saying, get out of my fucking business. If they don't have their red lights
He's like,
flashing,
sometimes we have to run, like the cops get to it's up to their judgment. They can
it is
run the
not.
red lights if
He's
they think
lying.
that they need to.
Yeah, he's lying to you. Outside of an emergency, it is illegal against the law for them to run red lights. They must obey every law we do. They do not. Every cop, no cops stop at stop signs, stop at the bar, full stop. You know, they run
Well,
red
because
lights
there's
there.
nobody there to stop them.
My point is they are better than us, and
No, they're
society
not.
knows it. Society thinks it's okay they're cops because we know they are better than us.
You just don't like uppity people. I don't even think it's about being caught. I think it's just about uh, people serving the public, people in the role of being a public servant. If they
There
have
was
an attitude like they're tripping on power, then you have a
it.
problem with them, which is understandable. But I don't think it's tied to any one social
It's
function like cop or
it's people.
judge
It
or.
is not to cop or judge. It was people who think they're better than you. I don't even know where we
Yeah, I don't
started,
like
who we
people
were
that think
talking
that
about.
either, but they're
Yeah.
delusional. I don't take them seriously. If somebody thinks that they're better
Oh,
than me,
Paul,
I know
that's where
that
it
they're not.
started. People
So
who
they
think they're better
obviously
than
have a
you.
delusion going on in their mind, and I just let them be delusional. I grew up with crazy people. I'm used to people thinking crazy things that are not true.
I'm on the
If I have
internet.
to
I see it
interact with
too.
them and get something out of them, that's a different story. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know how to work the system. I know how to go. I know who to go to next, so I don't have to sit there and beat my head up against that one person.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look at King Stephen. He thinks he's the king of, Mr.
Yeah, he's
Robert's
delusional.
neighborhood.
He's a crazy person. I don't take him seriously.
Yes.
He's the king of the asylum.
Yeah. I don't know why people give him the credence that they do.
Some
He's
people will
entertainment.
only allow you around them if you tolerate certain things. That's just the way they are.
I used to do this for a living. I was an ombuds, an advocate, and we had to help people go up the chain to get their complaints pushed through the system. And
Very
there's never
good.
one person is never the final point. So if you're
All right.
stuck like engaged in battle with one person, I know that there's always a way around that one person. So I don't
I
waste a lot of time with any one individual person. If they're giving
I
me
gotta think
attitude,
like that. Yeah,
if they're tripping on their own power, I just step away and I go to plan B. I like re-strategize and then find plan B. So I'm not constantly bumping up against these kind of
Okay.
walls. Sometimes I
You need
am,
to
and
fly you
sometimes
out to
it's a fight to
that's
Chicago.
a
get through the larger system itself, but never just with one person.
We
That's
got
a
to get
sign
you to
of
Chicago with
intelligence.
you.
I saw some specialists on Oprah say that that was a sign of intelligence. Instead of bumping his head, he was like, "Okay," and he went on. And the person who she was talking to was like, "He's a quitter. He gave up too fast because it was a test, and people didn't even know they were being tested." And the person, the psychologist, was like, "No, that's a perfect. That's what we want. That's a sign of intelligence. He ain't waste no time. He went on to Plan B. What's next?
Yeah, Gary, I also used to work in psych wards too, so maybe I have a skill set that I take for granted that I'm not aware that I have. But a lot of people think that they're stuck like this one person is the gatekeeper, and if they can't get through this one person, they're not going to get their goal. And that's I know that there's like four or five different ways to get to a goal, and it doesn't always go through that one person. So
I want you to
if one person's door doesn't open, I just go find another door. I don't waste my time beating
I
up
want
against the
you
same door.
to do what I do because I bet you'd be better at it. The going up to change shit, I've done it. I've talked to fucking the Supreme Court nominees, and judges, and the what is he called? Something Inspector General. Yeah, anybody here I've talked to, and they're all exponentially worse. They're better at not
As you
showing
go
it.
up the chain, they get
Yeah, they're
worse.
they're
Yeah,
more pleasant
I've had
in
that
your
happen.
face, but they are exponentially more crafty and evil and shit.
You gotta. Part of it is like strategizing the right person, the right people, in the right path. So there's some, I guess there's some intelligence to it. But they don't always listen to me either. It's knowing
Hmm.
how to find the people that do listen.
Hmm.
You only have to have one
I like it.
or
I'm gonna pay
one
attention,
or
bro. I'm
two
gonna
of
do
the
more
people
of it
that
in my
are going to
life.
take you seriously and listen to you.
I'm gonna
So that
keep that philosophy.
is that Talcott's problem? He chose the person he wants to listen, and that person's not going to listen. So he's destined
Ooh.
for failure. Whereas you'll continue looking for the person that will listen.
It's turning over stone. It's like that little game with the plastic ducks at the fair. You just keep turning the ducks over till you find the one that has the key to unlock what you're trying to get. You don't have to sit
That's
there
what
and
I'm
keep
talking
turning the
about.
same duck over and over.
Jeff, how well do you know Jack? Because I like your take on the first part of his question. Is that Jack? He's decided who he wants, and they want listen to him. I have Moose phrased it. Moose, can you rephrase it so Jeff? Do you remember what you said?
Oh yeah,
Jack's problem.
Well, I know
so
he wants to
Jack's
try to talk to
problem
Trump.
is he wants to talk to one person and he chose that person, but whereas your solution to that is you don't choose the person you want to talk to. You go to the person that will
That's
talk to
what you
you.
said.
Yeah,
Jack
until
wants
I
to talk
find he's locking himself into a
to
single
one
course of
person.
action where if he
Yeah.
doesn't get the result he wants, then he's not leaving himself any other options. And I've told Jack before, try to find people in his area, like go to different council meetings, go to advocacy groups, like explore all the different options where you are of people that are already doing this and already have the pathways built to all the different people. And start networking, start getting a broad, the more people you can have, the more options you have. Each person you add to your network is a new option. And so you want to broad and spread your net as wide as possible, not just lock in on one target and keep going after the same target. To me, that's like when the Roomba gets stuck in the corner of the room and it just keeps hitting itself against the wall.
Damn iPhones. When you get a call, it knocks you off.
Oh,
Fuck. And that's Wolverine, man. I keep telling him and everybody else to text me, text me. I don't even fucking make phone calls, man. But some motherfuckers, man, is
Well, who's
special.
fucking with you?
Well, this is in this case Wolverine. He's a cop watcher, and
Oh,
I
okay.
told him
Oh,
I'd come.
I know that
Yeah,
channel.
I told him I'd come see him now that I'm back in Chicago because he's only a couple hours away or something. He's been blowing me up, and I'm telling him, text me, text me, text me. He just called, and not only that, even worse, he called. He don't ask if you busy. You say hello. Yeah, I was on my way up here, and I was doing this. You know what? You know what I think? I think that people he just start talking. You know what I'm saying? You know, and take offense if you be like, listen, I'm busy. Oh, well, you're too big with your channel. Fine. He's really sensitive. It's just like a grr. But I treat him. I think he's he's a little special. I treat him nice.
Well, don't hang out with him then.
I do the
I mean, it
opposite.
sounds
I
like you're
treat
doing
him
him a
nice.
favor.
I do feel like I'm doing a favor every time he calls. He's asking for something. But still, that's good practice, man. You know, I answer the phone when I can, and I'm patient and all that bullshit.
Is he from Michigan?
He is, yeah.
Okay. Oh, and he's in Chicago now
No,
before
no,
he
I'm
wants
in
to hook up.
Chicago. Remember, I've been in like traveling a lot. So I told him I was coming back here. And when I'm back here, I done ran out there and went out with him and his buddies and shit.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't I I think it's clear that even police think that they are the authoritative figures. They are unaware that they have no authority. You can tell when they walk up to you and the way they ask a question, whatever, energy, vibrations, body language, eye contact, whatever it is that you see that tells you
Vibes.
who's in charge. They believe I am in
Right. They
charge.
believe. That doesn't make it
Yes,
reality.
yes. All right. We're on the same page there. Yeah. It is not reality, but they believe it. Yeah.
So
Maybe I misspoke.
if you're strong enough and grounded enough in your own reality, why does it matter what they believe?
Yeah, I'm like that with the cops. I'm always like, kind of like, I get them off their high horse pretty quickly.
That's why we ask for name and badge number, and that's why they ask for ID. That sets the tone immediately who's in control. So that's what they're always pushing for ID to see if you're going to submit. And that's why we always ask for name and badge to see if they're going to submit. The egotistical ones never do. The ones who are grounded in reality, they just immediately be like, so and so 1459. What are you guys doing out here today? It just rolls off their back. But then you have those who, I'm better than you, so I'm not going to answer, which in Chicago is 9 out of 10 police.
Oh, they just don't answer your question. That would
Yeah.
frustrate me.
Yeah, they won't answer, they want ID, which is Rule 37 of their policy. Once ID when requested, and they don't give a fuck about their policy. The Department of Justice and Cave got like 3 decrees, how corrupt they are. They don't follow any of them. They've got found 250,000, no, 480 or 90,000 complaints that they had. The judge told them they had to release them. They told them they burn them first. Never did get them fucking records. Chicago police are gangsters, bro.
Well, I have heard about like Chicago's notoriously corrupt. Not necessarily
Yeah,
cop, just as a city. It's
all
known
of
for
the
corruption.
yeah, the cities is all everything is rigged. All the mob is in the suburb right next to us. Cicero is still run by the mob, and they still run the downtown and the cities and all that connects. They come into the city and then they go back next door. It's so political here. It's disgusting. I'd say 4 or 5 out of our last 6 or 7 governors have been incarcerated. That's just how crooked
Oh
they
my
fucking are.
god. Oh right, y'all had a Rod
Blagojevich, yeah,
and he
yeah.
was on The Apprentice. Trump had him as a contestant
Mm,
on The
I didn't
Apprentice.
know that. I didn't know that.
Yes,
No
That's
way.
interesting. Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, it's a
That's,
small
that's
world.
yeah. And I heard Trump was gonna pardon him or something, or pardoned him already. So maybe he
Well, of
remembered.
course.
Yeah, right. Maybe that's why.
That makes perfect sense.
and he went to jail for trying to sell Obama's seats. It was crazy. You got to see how they really talk because the FBI had the phones tapped. Jesse Jackson's son was offering 10 grand. He was like, it's at least 20 and all of that. He came up with the 20 grand. He was like, you want to be senator? He was talking to folks. It was all on tape. And he was busted because Obama was going to be president or right, or something. So his seat was up. And instead of appointing it to someone, he sold it. He was like, you know how this game go.
Well, yeah, I've and who's the one they had recently? The little black lady that
Lori
looked like Beetlejuice.
Lightfoot, yeah, she's
Yeah.
horrible, bro. She made a law where no one could protest on her block. Fuck out of here. We immediately went over there, me and my vans. We went back like 3 times, man. They had police posted out her crib. Yeah, we stood out there with her. Yeah, motherfucker, fuck y'all think y'all live. At curfew, and man, he'll call me. You know, they instituted a curfew. We go straight there. They instituted some shit where during COVID on some blocks, you had to show ID to enter the block. We camped out on the end of the block with the police, walking back and forth. You're like, y'all ain't gonna ask? They were like, no, we don't even want to be out here. They know it's wrong to be telling motherfucker they got ID to walk the streets or go on their block. They didn't even want to do it. They just sat in the cars.
Was Obama corrupt?
Yes, he's a politician. All politicians are corrupt.
Oh,
It was
Austin, midlife bro logic does. He has a ton of streams on her. That's his favorite corrupt politician to
yeah,
review.
I love him. He did Tiffany in here too. I love it too. I want his take on Trump, but I haven't seen him in an environment like this where I can ask him questions and shit.
Go on his
I
show.
want.
He's begging for guests.
I know, I know. I don't go on there when it's
He'll be
vertical, and
happy
it's
to see you.
vertical most of
Tell
the
him I
time.
sent you.
Yeah, yeah, I'll do that next time. But if he's not vertical, I hate vertical streams.
That's why I tell him that. That's why I don't go because he's vertical. That's not
Right.
well. That's one of the reasons.
So you know,
Yeah, but that's why I stopped going was the verticalness. I don't. It
right?
just it's not my thing.
Yeah.
Vertical, vertical.
Hey, did y'all know we having a eclipse tonight and a blood moon?
Wow,
I don't know if
Oh,
sounds
y'all
like a
can
lot
see
so
going
shit,
this.
on.
shit's gonna go down, man.
Can y'all see the moon on there?
No, I see a bunch of streetlights. Let's see which
That's
one's
one
the
of them's
moon.
probably the moon. Yeah, it looks like a street light. One of
Is
them's
it the big?
probably the
Oh
moon.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, it's
it's
almost as
mass.
big as the
Do
street
you
light.
Yes,
are
yes,
you
it
in your
is.
car? Do you have a squeegee or
Do I have a what?
a squeegee or anything?
Yeah,
Hit
Oh,
that
because your
windshield.
window's all dirty. You're showing us your
it's on the outside.
filthy
Is
windshield.
that smoke weed residue?
He's a, that Joe Cool's shy now. He's like, fuck, that guy doesn't wash his car. He's a filthy
All
fucking.
right, let's see if that's any
Oh, now I
better.
really see the moon.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
But
resin
yeah,
on the windshield.
we having an eclipse, yo. We having a full moon, eclipse, and blood moon. And from
Wow,
Chicago, they say we're gonna see a big
that sounds
bite taken out
Oh
exciting.
the moon.
shit! Kane's Catharsis is in chat. Says I got the telescope.
Ugh. Are you in Chicago, man? Oh God. I'm gonna come back to this street, man, because it's hard to find a site like this. You can actually see the moon in the city. I just happened was looking for the cops and found this site. I'm like, yes, it starts at 11 o'clock. I'm coming back on this block. It's really, you don't see no stars and no shit like that out here.
Yeah.
I'm lucky. I'm geeked. I'm happy.
Are there places to go outside of the city to see that?
You damn near have to. You'd have to go downtown to the lake because I'm in the city, and when the further you go, for 6 miles, it just gets bigger and bigger until you hit the lake. On the
Oh,
lake, you can see. That's where the only place you can see a sunrise or a sunset is on the lake too. Or I don't know, maybe in the suburbs somewhere, but not in Chicago. It's just not even a thing. And the light pollution's so bad. It'd be all sorts of great shit in the sky. We never see
Hmm.
that shit.
Even here, there's too light pollution.
Yeah. Out there in Colorado where I just left, oh my God, the stars look like lights. And you'd be like, damn, turn that shit off. It's bright. I mean, it's so black out there that a full moon, I see why they call them a hunter's moon. Never made any sense in a city, but it's like daylight out there when
You
it's
can
pitch
see the
black.
deer at night.
You can see everything, the
Oh,
roads. Yeah, it's great. Because ain't no lights on none of them fucking roads.
Fatty, was this for Joe?
Hold on, let me
He
look.
has a free speech story
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
Hop up. Let's hear it, fatty. I ain't seen you in forever anyway. I'm back in Chicago. I'll probably
He's been
panel
streaming
horn
from the
again.
slopes lately.
Yes, and my girl goes to sleep early, so that
Well,
means I
speaking of
go to
going to
sleep
sleep
early.
early, I'm gonna have to do that soon too.
All right, we'll
I
keep
have
that
one
in
more
mind.
day
Uh,
before my
what happened?
weekend.
Work or a job? Something new changing your life? Why do you got to
Yeah, I
go to
have a
sleep early now?
no. I have a job.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been working for a month now.
Okay.
I'm
I
not
know
getting
I
enough
saw
super
you
chats. Keep the
outdoors a
stream
couple
going. I have to go out
times.
and get a job.
I know I saw you outside a couple times.
The
Remember?
sacrifices I make for you.
Uh, oh,
I can hear you, weed.
yeah, I'm looking through the bag. I'm looking for cigar though. It's nice to be back in a legal state because I did 3 days in like Iowa, Kansas, and I'm sure somewhere else. It was just
Oh, and none of
illegal.
it's legal there? I mean,
You're
it's not
right.
legal.
Yeah, not legal. So
Did you
it's
stand
nice.
out as a black man with weed?
Always, man. I get pulled over a lot. My car gets tossed and dumb shit. Um, Plus, if they run me, that's all I got is weed stops and stuff. So I'm sure they're like, can't wait to pull me over, bro.
Oh, Fatty, thank you. A new
Uh,
member. I thought you were
uh,
one of the regular original. Oh my God, we got hang on, we got really new members. Thank you, Fatty. I love this. I love seeing who the new members are. YouTube has all these little gimmicks built in, but they work.
yeah.
How do I see? Why is YouTube not showing me the members?
Usually, you're supposed to have something like Streamlabs or something connected, or Stream Elements.
What
Stream
is that?
Elements. Yeah, it's kind of like a YouTube add-on.
Oh, does it? You have to pay for it.
No, it's free. You just connect your YouTube to that, and then you add that to your moderators. Like it'll give you a link to add to your moderator list, and then when people do shit it's essentially a nightbot thing. It's like
And
I
you
got
do you
I got
connect it to
Stream Elements.
StreamYard, or it works just through YouTube?
No, you got to connect it to YouTube. You go on to the Chrome and you type it in Google and go over to the
Okay, I might do
website
that.
and
Because
Whoa, dude.
StreamYard doesn't show you the
You know what's dirty?
members.
Mm.
Uncle Fatty saying in the chat, he's saying, "Is that my mom's footprint on your windshield, Joe Cool?" Why would you disrespect your mother like that?
This is a running joke me and him got. That I'm
Jesus.
always jumping in when I see him on panel and say, since he's not around, I'm at his mom's house, and he run with the joke and be like, "Yeah, what's she up to?" So we keep it. We had it running forever.
Oh, so it's kind of like one of those Jesse Howe moments.
If I knew who he was, probably, yeah.
the missing link.
All
Oh,
right,
Yeah,
let me see who these. Joe Cool got a membership. Fatty just bought Joe a membership.
hey,
yeah.
good looking, man.
And Joe Cool. I mean,
Kane,
I
Kane
remember
got
that
one,
day. I'll
and
never forget
Puffy,
it.
and Kazumi.
Hey, because always
Jesse was
cool.
on his
I'm
way to go
honored.
visit. He was on his way to go visit Angeline. He hadn't seen Angeline in weeks, It's been weeks since he got that tail. Next thing you know, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm almost there." Joe Cool says, "Thanks for the heads up. I'm just
All
about to
right,
leave."
I'll leave early or something.
Take
Yeah,
care,
right.
Kane.
Yeah. And Patty rolled with that jet, he had fun with it, and fucking Jesse wanted to kill my fucking ass, right?
Oh man.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Oh
Oh,
shit. Jesse, my
he was
man,
sitting in the
man.
back the
I
whole
still
time.
text him all the
Oh
time, Joe.
Every time I come home and there goes Joe out the back door.
All right, bro. I know that is. All right.
Welcome,
Hey, I did
Fatty.
that
hey,
shit, Patty. If you wasn't around, I did it with Jesse. And that he lost it, Joe. He
Yeah,
lost it.
it was that night where I came back on that and just kind of tried to break the mood because, like,
yeah,
I mean,
it got
granted,
wild.
it was one of those time and place things where it was kind of
Yeah.
but
Just,
still, that's the nature of that joke. Is like
that's right.
like you don't just say a your mama joke or like whatever like
Joe Mama.
to hurt somebody's feelings.
Right.
Hey,
And you know
but
what was
really,
great? The conversation that followed was great
Yep.
because people started listening who was all off limits, your wife, family members. I mean, a comedian would be out of
Yeah.
business
It's a
at the end of
joke,
that
though.
list.
Why limit on? Why put
He was
any
like, where
limit?
do you draw the line?
You
It's
don't.
a
Yeah.
thing
Not
where
on a
like
joke.
if you're offended, then that's your problem. I'm not hurting you physically, so like if you're offended, then that's if I'm offended by your
Mhm.
joke, that's my problem type of thing.
Let it fly was probably meant for someone else. Just let it fly.
yeah. But
And if
but
it,
like, check
but
this out. When I mean, think about it. Out of all people in the world, is Joe cool? I mean, if you were coming in and he was sliding out, he'd probably he has a smile on his face.
And I'd
He's
smoke
chill as
some
fuck.
with you
But
before
yeah,
I
yeah,
leave.
he'll
I smoke.
have
You
you
you're
get
just
to
there.
so fucking
smoke
drunk, the
some.
old lady's asleep, passed out.
He'll
Yeah,
chill you out, bro. He'll
Couldn't think
crack
of
you
a
Yeah.
better guy.
Yeah,
up.
she's knocked out, bro. She'll be asleep for a while. Let's go smoke some.
she ain't waking up for hours.
Yeah, she'll be asleep for hours,
Yeah, it happens.
bro. Oh shit, I got the 360 too. I can show you all that shit.
Yeah, you're on with 10th Man this morning. That was a good little show. He
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
run.
that was fun. That's my
That was
man.
cool
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, I
Well,
was thinking I
Fatty, I
got
want to hear your free
last
speech story, but I got to
well,
go
last
pee real bad. So
well, yeah, it
I'll be
was,
right back.
yeah, real quick one. Yeah, go ahead.
He can't even see that shit. That's the
It's like, oh
camera.
yeah. What's up with that?
Fucking
360, man. You can spin this
Yeah.
motherfucker around.
Joe's
Back,
fucking
front,
set up
Like,
like the
side.
FBI, man.
badass. Some serious accountability coming in hand now. Shoot.
Yeah. Now try not to, try to avoid being called out for being an agent.
I'm all in. I think motherfuckers be thinking, man, he all in. If he an
Yep.
agent, that
Got
nigga,
shoulder straps.
he all in.
It's like, I ain't no agent. Turn around, you see all the equipment in the back of the
Beep,
vehicle.
beep,
It's like,
lights flashing.
computer screens everywhere.
Two
Fucking-
men stuffed down in the back seat trying to huddle down out of sight.
Open the trunk. Start the generator.
Right.
Plug in 2 or 3 laptops.
Big screens and shit. Oh, fuck.
Working for the insurance companies doing the
Yeah,
insurance claims.
essentially the Batman cave in a minivan.
Oh yeah, I'd have a
You-
minivan.
You know,
with a
that
full-on,
that's all true. I'm
setup.
going to kick Bob and Jack out the back seat. That's all true. But you know what? We're losing our jobs. Trump just got our We're all unemployed now. You lucky
So it doesn't get you the budget will. But
I'm just gonna get you guys.
You're gonna have to become independent contractors, guys.
yeah,
We going into the
No.
private sector, guys.
you need to figure out how to cook your books. I'm here for you.
You do corporate spying now.
That's right. Yeah, let's put this on your
Schedule C at
resume.
minimum for sure. Write all that shit off. Schedule C is your best friend. Mhm.
You
Probably
got
don't.
this, Joe. we've got faith in you, bro.
Yep. Shit, the new GoPros and the Insta360s are pretty badass for a little unit.
I haven't seen
I
it,
got it.
man, but I'm interested. I definitely, is it for the car or a GoPro that you put on your chest?
Yeah,
It's
like the
come.
sports cameras and shit. Yeah.
After all, I can't wait to be American. You know what? Because y'all Americans all have money.
That's what they
It's
say
like,
anyway.
once I become an American, I'll actually finally have money.
Most of us don't.
Yeah,
Enough money to buy an arsenal, even.
Hey, that's a good one, OTW. Americans are better than other people. The same way I was talking about cops and shit are better. Even other people think Americans are better. We're, I'm told, are the most pompous, arrogant fucks in the world when we visit places because we're so fucking arrogant and we think we're better.
Fatty, what is your story?
Oh
Mm,
well, I got a couple, but so it was
yeah.
like 6 or 7 years ago. I was sitting on a freaking city park bench, sitting out in front of the bank. One of my employees was inside cashing a check. I was sitting there reading a newspaper. Right?
No, wait. Start from the beginning. Start from the day you were born.
Almost. Right? Cop and goes, "Give me your ID. What are you doing?" I said, I'm sitting here. I'm waiting for my employee to cash a check. I got, painter's clothes on. I'm covered in fucking paint and shit, right? Looking like a total scrub. And we're going down the road to get a burger, right? This burger joint.
Right.
And I give him the old, I haven't broken a law. Okay, I'm not
Mhm.
giving you my ID. I'm sitting here. I'm reading a newspaper on the main road downtown, on the bench in front of the park, in front of the, parks across the street, banks right here. Whatever, kind of blows it off. We part ways. 2 days later, I'm at the courthouse. They're doing construction at the courthouse. I'm out there with my camera filming, right? We got guys walking on I-beams and shit, like 7, 8 stories in the air with no harnesses and shit, right? And I mean, as far as it goes, I'm not necessarily an OSHA inspector, but I've been busted enough times where I could be, and I like to keep other people accountable. I was working right down the road and just was like, just kind of filming and shit. Same cop rolls up on me, right? Grabs my fucking phone.
Ooh.
Still have my phone, dude. Okay, last August, I went in. We were supposed to be doing the final deposition finally after fucking 4.5 years, dude. Okay. Right? And they still have not produced any fucking discovery. They can't even say if they have my phone anymore, which is the evidence they're supposedly using against me for trespassing on court property, filming the courthouse.
Wait.
The phone's out of date now. It's probably you can't even know. The battery died out.
You need a disc or something to ask.
Thing corroded.
So that's I don't know if you guys have heard. It's the same sheriff office who this past week hauled a lady out of the town hall here that we had in town.
Yeah. I saw that.
And in Coeur d'Alene, it was fucked up at the high school. She was booing.
Everybody was though.
And the sheriff, the actual sheriff himself, the guy that I've told you guys about, the guy that was being charged for petty theft for stealing gay books from the public library.
Wait, you stole gay books?
Reasons, right? Public safety, yeah. While on duty, right, he dressed down, right? He went into civilian clothes, right? Put his freaking camera in his lapel pocket, right? And went into the public library and put 3 gay books in his coat and walked out with them.
And he filmed himself?
And then bragged about it on social media and the local news. Right? And we threw a big enough stink that we were like, what the fuck? That he actually they actually brought up paperwork to charge him and dropped the charges, of course. Right.
Well, I don't know that he shouldn't be allowed to go get a few gay books. I don't know that it is a crime. I mean, it's probably illegal, but I don't really.
Is what he did. He put them in his coat and walked out.
Oh yeah, he stole. I forgot about that part of it. Yeah, he stole.
That's a crime.
Kids, right?
Yeah.
In the 17 to 21-year-old section, right? From these right books, right? So, anyways, the same guy. So they hire this asshole that's part of the Republican Central Committee, right? Every county has a Republican Central Committee that runs their Republican Party, and they've taken it upon themselves to co-align with the Heritage Foundation and all these other foundations, like the ones that are the Pacific Northwest, whatever the fuck society is pushing all the stuff through the agendas of Washington, Idaho, Wyoming, and Montana right now for all the school legislation. So we've got a teacher over here. Here, let me pull this. I'll drop you a link for this. Who is basically being threatened to be fired because she had a sign up in her classroom that said, "Everybody is welcome." And that's considered an opinion now, right?
I
So,
went by that.
Did it have
No, no, no.
rainbows on it?
No rainbow at all. Here, I'll
Yeah,
show
it's context missing there, bro. Nobody.
you. No, seriously. I'll pull
This
it up
is in
for you.
Idaho?
Yeah, here. I got it
Okay,
right
I'm
here.
just trying to look it up. I want the details.
Yeah, there's context
Of,
missing.
Idaho
I
education.
got one of them signs in my backyard. Everybody has a everyone's welcome sign. It means something, and at that climate, at that moment, she's been telling the kids, "Listen, I don't care if
Nope.
you're from Palestine or Israel. Everybody's welcome." And that's what we're missing.
No
Something there.
indoctrination, no nothing. It's whatever. It's at the just look
That
up
would be
look up
absolutely
Ada County
great.
Ada
if
County
that's the case.
education.
Yeah, he's not. He's not telling the story. Cause wait till y'all see this side. Oh wait,
It's
hang
been up
on.
in her
I'm
years.
getting
It's
two
been up
different
in her
versions
class.
of it.
Yeah, you're gonna get
Uh-oh.
different versions, but just look at what the sign actually is. And it was something that was made by the students as well, right? There's other
Okay,
schools
wait,
where
that's
this is
not
happening
the.
around the country, Jeff, where they've got like murals that these kids have painted, right? That janitors are now being ordered to like paint over, right?
They all say everyone's welcome.
Yeah, just inclusion type stuff, DEI type stuff that's really scary for a lot of people because we got like,
It's
furries
not
running
scary.
around
It's
the
just
school.
stupid and divisive and
Exactly.
wrong.
So, right. So saying things that like everyone is inclusive, like everyone is welcome, right? Having a sign that says everyone is welcome on a school board wall, right?
Yeah, but
There's
yeah,
actually
everyone
two
that's
signs involved.
involved.
There's not
Um,
just one, and you're leaving one of them out.
Yeah, right. That's divisive, right? Putting that sign up that says everyone is
Well,
welcome.
wait, I'm
That's
going to show
that's
it. Hang
divisive.
on, let me find a good image of it.
Yeah,
Because it's never what they say. It's never as simple as they
Right.
say.
Right.
agreed. I just don't trust
That's what
nothing
common
that come
sense
out of
and discernment's
nobody's
for, and
mouth. I'm immediately Googling when a motherfucker turn
All
out and
right,
leave,
I'm
turn
going to
around,
show
leave the
you the
What
road.
do you mean,
sign,
Joe?
the everyone is welcome sign.
You gotta
But that's
trust
not
me
the
when I'm
only
talking
sign.
to you, man.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me,
All right,
bro.
here's the sign. So everyone is welcome. This is look. Everyone is all different colors.
It's all
It
the
is
hand
welcome. It's all
colors.
white. Why is this all white? Like how? This is more. There's more white letters than any other letters.
yeah,
The white
because
has the dominant
it was-
share of letters. What kind of message is that sending? You can't even see the hand on this one. So that's the sign, but
damn it.
that's not all.
That's
Because
not all.
there's also this sign.
Yeah,
In this
Matt,
room,
just- everyone
is welcome, important, accepted, respected, encouraged, valued, equal. And look at all these rainbow colors.
Well,
So it's
the
not
thing is,
just a little piece of
it's-
paper that says everyone
not
is
about the
welcome. That's
rainbow
not what they're
colors,
talking
though.
about.
It's not about the colors. It's about the legislation that's been passed that says things like that
You
are
don't
now
think it's about the
opinion.
colors.
The legislation
It's
is
about the
about the colors.
legislation
You
that was
think are
passed.
arguing
Just
the same
ignore the
thing.
rainbow colors. They don't mean anything. They're not
Yeah,
sending
it's
any
not
kind
like
of
they
message. Nobody's
didn't
going to
hide.
make any associations with them.
So,
Right.
so how this works, right? This is the same principle as wanting to put the Ten Commandments on the wall, right? Is that all the other religions need to be represented, like Satan, right? That's why we don't have the
Yeah.
Ten Commandments on the wall, because the Satanic Church comes in and
Baphomet
says,
at every
"So putting those
classroom.
on the wall, we get to put our shit on the wall too, right?" And then they go, "Oh, well, okay, fine then." That's
They
how these-
told her to find an alternative sign.
right.
She has the option of putting a different sign.
So when somebody thinks that a sign that says "everyone is welcome," right, is an opinion-based.
Why does she even need
Then
an
there can
everyone
be
is
no-
welcome
there can be
sign? Just
no
welcome
sign
every
from-
all you that's words. Why doesn't she
Does
just
anyone-
do the thing? You don't even have to
It's the
make
same
a
thing
big
as the
performative
question.
show
I
about it.
I have a question. I have a question.
Wait. I want to make sure. Did you hit Jeff's point, Fatty? Why she's doing it? She was trying to send a message. I agree.
She wasn't.
If that's
It's been on the wall for 4 years, dude. She's not pushing any agenda.
Well,
Okay.
maybe
And then just
indirectly
take the
she
sign
might
down.
have
Moose
been.
had a question too.
Yeah, I just want to know if anybody else out there just doesn't give a fuck about this topic.
Oh,
No,
shut
I'm
up,
very
Moose.
interested.
It's a
I'm
free speech
fascinated
topic.
with
I
it
mean,
now
I know you're not
because
into politics, but
I
you're
don't
into
even
like
know why
world
she needs a
politics or
sign.
like
If
research
if
politics.
everyone is truly welcome, there's no need to state it. You
Yeah,
just they feel it when they walk into the classroom. The
otherwise
welcoming
it's not
speaks for
true.
Right. So,
itself.
so if
You
we can't
can't
have a sign that
legislate
says
like
everybody's welcome, then
equality.
we can't have any signs at all.
What
Because
if I had one
anything
that
can be
said
No,
offensive.
that's not true because the school said
Look,
she had
anything can be
another
until the end of
offensive.
the
option?
year to find an
Why are
alternate
you so
sign. They're
mad? It's
giving her
not
the option
awful.
of
It's
putting a
very
But what
different
if
sign
somebody
up.
else finds that offensive, Jeff? Because
It's
that's
been
the
there
law
for
now.
4 years. They're trying to paint something nice in their bathroom. Paint a nice color, I guess. Who gives a shit?
This is a fundamental free speech issue. Okay, and you're the free speech guy, bro.
It's really not a fundamental free speech issue because
How is
you're
it
like
not?
basically
There's
How
no
saying
is
free
it not?
speech in the
you're gonna
classroom.
paint something in a bathroom
If it
that's for a
should be
public
this way,
school
why
that has
hasn't
a
it been
schematic
for?
for how it should be. Like you're not the guy who designs the school, so you're not the guy who puts the
It's an
mural up on the school
opinion-based
unless
law.
you get the
Moose. It's an
approval for it.
opinion-based law that's based on morals and one's interpretation of what is offensive.
Yeah, but I'm telling you it shouldn't have been there in the first place, so it's not a fucking deal because it shouldn't have been there.
If you
It
don't
wasn't
care,
part of
why
the
are
plan.
you even talking then right now?
You're triggered, bro. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm just wondering though, because like, if you don't
Don't
care,
worry.
like, why even bring a
I'm your,
point to the table?
because
But
I'm
he
your
was
dad.
engaged in that conversation at the moment you brought that up.
Sure, but
Right? He
when
was
you preface
engaged
it
in
with,
that,
"I don't really fucking care about all this shit,"
but that was
then
time
why
had
do I even
passed.
need to fucking
No, it
entertain
was
the
a
question?
question, bud. It was a question. I said, does anybody else out there not really give a shit about this
No, no,
topic?
no. Now you've been
Right.
disingenuous, genuine. You try to interrupt 3 times to get us off the subject before you
I mean,
entertained it.
I brought this to Jeff because this is a fundamental free speech issue. When we have laws that are based on opinions, right, of what is offensive, this is the same as the PMRC regulating fucking music back in the 80s. Okay, we don't have
No, it's
laws.
not. But this is a public school
It
It
classroom.
is.
It's
is
not a free
because it's an
speech
No,
issue.
no, no.
opinion-based
Let him
thing,
go,
bro. It's
Fatty.
an opinion-based
Relax.
thing, right?
Let relax. Let Jeff get his shit in.
We don't have laws that say that I get to decide everybody else's morals, right? Because of my opinion being offensive. We don't use the word offensive when making laws, and that's
The
what this law has
school
done.
has a content neutrality policy where signs have to be neutral, and they saw that sign as expressing a specific political viewpoint.
Or
And
this,
if she
or
had
like the
maybe
school board
taken
took
all the
interview.
different colors of hands off the sign and the color, I just had a little sign with white letters saying
So
everything
now
is
we're
what that might be
dictating what
different.
can and can't be
There
on
is a
walls.
lot of subtext to the sign, and then the
Oh yeah,
second one
I
was the
agree.
rainbow letters and all
Oh
those
yeah,
other adjectives.
both of them were very, explicit. They were really, telling. They had a lot to say.
Mm-hmm.
So
You think that
when you say
school
an
is the
image
only
has a
place?
1,000 words, well, just all
Is
these
is school the only
particular.
place where kids are going to pick these things up?
This is a
No, they're going to
different
pick it
argument,
up
No,
but
through
it's
probably
good.
not.
mainstream. They're going to pick it up through all kinds of different forms of media, but they shouldn't
Friends.
be picking this up in school.
Wasn't it the
Yeah,
Reagan administration that started this whole like inclusivity thing about like no child left behind and like everybody's
No,
sure,
that
equal
was
in the
George
face of
sure.
Bush.
school,
Hey,
That
I
was
right?
want
a
to
horrible
Yeah, and you're
policy.
going to align that we're all in this together bullshit
But
too.
look,
Yeah,
look what Garrett just have a sign saying "Welcome."
Right. That's what I was going to say. Welcome.
Right. So a liberal can take that as offensive if it has brown colors on it. Who fucking knows, dude? It doesn't matter what
yeah,
the
Fatty.
context is.
I want to
It doesn't matter what the
apologize
context is,
if
though.
you
Fatty,
didn't.
what if I put up a sign
You're
that
just
says, and
being
I
kind
got
of like
no
Anybody
other
can
sign.
find it
Wait.
offensive.
Listen. What if I got no other signs in my room and I put up one that says, Mexicans are welcome here? Is that okay?
No
I'm
sign.
trying to say something. Looks like the sign's okay because they are welcome, but I'm trying to say something.
Right, because
No,
yeah,
it's not
that's
okay.
why I asked from the beginning
According
why
to
she
the
needs
law.
the sign at all.
According to this law now, it is not okay. No, it's not because anybody can find it offensive.
It's a school policy. It's not a law.
You understand? Okay, I agree with it. with the younger kids. The older kids, I want fucking reading every twisted piece of writing in the world. But with the
Oh
younger
yeah.
kids, I don't want your political views. I don't want them. Keep them
No,
out my classroom.
right. And there's no
I'll put my
politics
own on my
in
kid.
fourth grade world history, right? They're not learning about politics in fourth grade world history at all, right? Or geopolitics or civil
Not
ability
nothing
or
heavy.
things
Not
like
nothing
social
heavy.
contract or
Not
anything,
nothing,
right?
not nothing heavy, no.
I mean,
You know,
it's
the sign should have been written, all humans are welcome here. Aliens, please stay away.
sure. But what if an alien finds that offensive?
Well, would an
Because
alien have to present himself and,
absolutely. Let me clarify that. There was legislation passed, okay, that was very similar to the anti-gay laws about people being able to deny gay couples having to make their cake for them, right? If they're a Christian
Yeah.
organization that's a cake makers and they don't want to make
That's
gay
Which
cakes,
the Supreme said was
Okay.
okay.
right? So they've taken that to say
so let
that
them not make the cakes. Like
they've taken that to
everybody
say
should
that
have a choice.
anybody in any position, right, in Idaho now,
Yeah.
a pharmacist, right, a doctor, a realtor,
Yeah, it's crazy.
anybody, right, can refuse service, right, based on their morals and beliefs.
That's only fair. That's the way it should be. I thought
No,
that was
because
the way
there's
it
still
always been.
discrimination laws. The
Yeah,
cake
you
issue
should.
was a free speech issue. They couldn't make a cake that violated their own like their own self-expression of what they themselves would say. Selling a house is not a free speech issue. So the cake was
It
because
gives me the
it
right to
involved
deny.
them putting a specific message onto the cake. That was the free speech.
It
It was
gives the
compelled
realtor the right
speech.
to deny service to somebody who happens to be a different color that they don't like.
I know, but the cake issue was not about denial of service. It was about
Right, but this
speech.
law is this
I
is
think
where
he's
this
moving on. He's
extreme
saying it
side of the law.
started at the
Man,
cake
you're
and
hyped
now
up.
it's evolved into some crazy shit that includes everyone. They launched from the cake
But
issue, I
the
think is what he's
I
saying.
don't believe him because the stuff he's describing is illegal. It's already illegal under existing law. You can't have a law saying that you can't serve certain people if you decide not to. That would be illegal.
Yeah, well, they just passed it again in Idaho. So
What's it called?
know, here,
Just tell them to challenge it, and it'll probably get overturned.
There you
doesn't
go.
doesn't mean that they're not, doesn't mean they won't try to implement it before it gets challenged, right? Like doing things like telling teachers to
They
take signs
always
off their
do.
wall.
Well, so
But the
me and
sign
Faith
law
got
is
our
not
own
about
laws on the
service and
news.
public
You
accommodation.
just gotta do something
Fatty,
to change it.
Listen, it's the same law that gives them the opinion, right, of the offensive, being offended.
I think that's part of free living capitalist society, man. I decide who I want to do business to. I'm not subject to any fucking laws of if I want to be a racist, and it's 2025. If someone denies you on a racist, his business is done anyway. Just take a camera with you. He's gonna behave.
It's not illegal to be racist. It's not a crime to be a racist. It's a
You
crime to.
should not
It's illegal to
criminalize it either.
discriminate on the basis of your racism. Nobody can control what you think about people or feel about a certain group of people.
I think it's a private business. I think you have an I think they should be able to do that shit. Public business, you have an argument, then no discrimination, blah blah. Private business, yes. If you don't want to, hey, I don't serve black people. That's your right, man. It's
Gary,
dumb,
you
but that's
can't
your right.
if it's a business that serves the public, you can't do it for reasons related to their protected demographics, race, gender, whatever.
No,
You
no,
can't
you got a
say
right
you're
to
black. I
decide.
don't want you in here because you're black. That would be illegal.
I
Again, like
wonder
with
now. I
like
don't
what we
know.
talked about with
Shit.
labor laws and me hiring and firing people.
Hey,
And
Connie.
like I can decide myself to not hire Joe because he's black, okay?
Right,
But
you
if I
just
if I
you
tell
just
You
him
got the
can't.
spirit of your
if
mama.
I tell him that, that's
Don't do
when
it in
the
a way
law-
where somebody could prove that's why you're not hiring him.
yeah, you don't have to say it
Right.
verbally, and you sure as hell don't tell the person that, right? That's why you always have a running ad for labor, right? And you can pick and choose from the crop, and you always have a stack of applications that you can pick from, and you're always picking the best person for the job, right? Because that's how
Right.
DEI works, right? We always want the
Right.
best person, right? Merit-based society, right? That's how society works. Yeah, people don't just get promotions because they're a certain color or they don't qualify for that. You know,
It's not a thing.
Well,
Sometimes they
some
do.
women actually get promotions because of particular qualities.
Men
Sure.
too. The beautiful men get more promotions than the ugly men.
Guys would
Studies
start
prove.
sucking more cock, they'd probably get more promotions, I guess. Then I don't know.
Makes sense.
It does, but I mean, really, come on. Like these.
Why are you so mad tonight, fatty? Like
Not
you're
mad, it's
He
good.
he's
I'm
not
really-
mad. He's passionate.
passionate. And
He's
it's a
That's
good
what I was about
positive.
to
That's
say.
passion.
You took the
usually
words
he's
out of my
so-
mouth.
So we were out protesting the sheriff again, right?
Oh Jesus!
The
Protest
Nazi sheriff.
Here we go.
What do you protest? Like, don't be Nazi,
Motherfucker
sheriff.
should fucking bet. He should have quit a long time ago. He should have quit fucking a week and a half.
Is he elected?
He should have
You
quit a
need to
week.
protest the voters. They're the one that keep putting him in
He
office.
didn't.
They obviously want a
I'm
Nazi sheriff or don't have a
Shut
problem
this
having a Nazi sheriff.
No,
If they
and
keep
it
voting
sucks being
for
in
him.
a county where like only 35% of the people show up to vote, right? And all of them are
Right.
old people that are
That's
fucking
high.
rich. And
Right.
vote,
Same
right?
here. Same here. All the meetings the police have is all old people
I
there.
mean, we have a really diverse, really fucking badass community. You know, we also have a bunch
Well,
of
whose
fucking
fault is that?
jackasses.
That the community's not engaged enough to make a change. That's
Well,
that's with the community. That's the political will of that community.
a lot
The
of
only
the,
I
people that
would
even care are the
disagree.
old people.
a lot of what it is, I'll tell you, it's because we're so far away from Boise, and it's the same thing
All
with
I
Spokane
hear
being
It's
far away
because we're
from
so far away
Olympia,
from what?
from
I mean,
Boise. North Idaho is a
Boise.
totally different place than South Idaho. It's a
And I
desert
think that's
in the
Kane
south,
Corso. You
and it's
flashing her name pretty quick, but I think that's Kane Corso up there,
Kane,
Jeff.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Kane, is that
Uh,
your picture?
hold on, let me zoom in. Maybe I'm always the son.
Kane. Yeah. All I hear is defeatism though. I don't hear any solutions. I don't hear I hear
there's tons of solutions.
so that's
Kane
yeah.
Corso.
You
Kane
gotta, like,
Corso mom. She probably has a Kane
It-
Corso dog.
Yeah,
course she does.
that is exactly
Yeah.
where her name comes from. She's a dog
Why
mom.
y'all saying Connie?
Kane.
Because it was funny, Kane.
I thought it was a Kane Corso.
It is a
'Cause-
Kane Corso.
Yeah.
Cause Kane's catharsis.
Because Jeff's kind of autistic. So I was wrong with it.
But Fatty, it seems like a waste of energy
Yeah, it
because
is.
if he's elected
That's what it worked.
fighting tyranny is not.
and the people keep
Let him
voting
finish.
him in, why would he
You're right.
quit? Like if you're protesting saying you should quit, and he knows the people are going to keep electing him, why would he even listen to you or take you seriously?
I could jump in, Fatty. I'm on your side with this one, man.
Here, I got you right here.
Okay.
It's there you go.
The people are on his side. They're not on your side. He's not going to do what you want. He's going to do what
But
the people
that's-
that are on his side want. And they
that's
want
not
him
really-
in office.
That's the people who show up, as whoever Moose or somebody was saying, Fatty. The people who show up are on his side, but the majority of the people have already disengaged in that type of thing. So if Fatty protests, he can grab some of the people who doesn't know, doesn't care, and all of that type of shit, and he can motivate motherfuckers.
Is it working? That's what I said. He needs to go protest to the voter, not to the sheriff.
So
He's not going to quit. But the
At this town
message
hall-
of the protest is to tell the sheriff to quit.
Then
Like
you
he's
go
going to
to
listen to that.
So
Like
at
that's
the-
not going to inspire
The
somebody else
message
to-
should be to the people that are not voting to vote the person out. Like that's who you should target your message to, not
Yeah,
to the
well,
Ain't
sheriff.
that the
The
same
election's not
motion?
for another 2
Oh,
years.
Quit.
Okay. So, like, what happened 3 weeks ago is the Central Committee hired the sheriff and some private security guards,
Yeah.
right, to be the security for a town hall event at the
Send
at the
Jeff the
local
vid.
library.
Show him.
Right.
It's been everywhere.
Is this copyrighted?
No, it's been everywhere. It cannot
Local
be.
news stations. I mean, the Fed, all the national news
And there ain't
stations.
nothing heavy on it either.
No, I mean it's
This is the racist sheriff, the Nazi sheriff.
Everybody, all my
Through
friends
tonight,
have
a
made
town
videos
hall
about
in
it.
Coeur d'Alene erupted in chaos today. At one
that's the sheriff
party
right
did
there.
Oh my God, these people are so white.
County Republican Central Committee Legislative Town
that?
Hall.
Looks like he's.
Teresa
what
Born-Paul
is-
came as a resident to listen to lawmakers.
He's
who
mounting
ended
her.
up in the emergency room.
You're assaulting her. You're letting people
Teresa Bornfall was attending a Kootenai County Republican Central Committee Legislative Town Hall Saturday, discussing topics like Medicaid and school vouchers when she was forcibly removed from the meeting.
Yeah, but
All of
tell
our
her the whole
elected
story.
officials
Are you
in
sure
the
that wasn't
county
Uncle
and
Fatty?
surrounding areas
He's
are
cute.
all
The
Republican,
show
and
the lead up
so
to that.
that
Don't
is
Yeah,
just
this
show
is
the
a really
part where
bad example. It don't even
you
show the why and the lead up and shit. That's not a good example of it.
she had resting
A
bitch
developing
face.
story
By
in
the way,
North
we were
Idaho
talking
tonight.
about it yesterday.
My buddies would have done thorough stories. I can't
developing-
think of any of them though, but they would have done stories on
Here
this.
tonight, a town hall.
at the town hall.
So that
The
right
auditorium was
there
full.
is the
Bornfall, who
sheriff.
has previously
Him
run
grabbing
for a
her
seat
right
in
there.
the Idaho House
The
as a
cute guy?
Democrat, tried to
This
ask
guy.
a
How old
question
is he?
during a
I
discussion
pictured
about
Listen-
this big old
rights.
fat man, old
This guy.
fat
He
man.
is the sheriff.
Oh,
Well, I
no, that's
thought
not.
just the two security guards grabbed. I didn't know the
Is
sheriff
there
participated.
He grabbed her first. And
Here, I'm worried about when you find the video I play. I'm worried about copyright.
yeah.
But all I saw was a woman being drug out. But I didn't see
could be
the lead
anything.
up to that.
She could have stabbed somebody and been drugged
There's
out.
the,
They didn't show nothing.
Here, I'll find the one of the guy that was sitting next to her. That's got the whole thing.
I'll tell you, everybody was mad at that lady. Everybody was standing up and booing and yelling. And I think she had prior beef with someone, and they singled her out. And she told they was like, "You're being loud." She's like, "Everybody being loud. You're protesting. Everybody protesting." And they look at the sheriff. He gave him the signal, and they drug her out of her seat.
Yeah,
For
he
being
grabbed her
disruptive.
first, and
Yeah,
she told him that's not a good idea. You don't need to be grabbing me. And he's not in uniform. Okay, he originally came up to her not wearing his Kootenai County Sheriff hat, right? And then went back, grabbed his hat, grabbed the freaking camera, right? And walks up to her and says, "Ma'am, you're being asked to leave. I'm Sheriff Bob Norris," and yada yada yada. And she's like, "Yeah, you're not an officer. You're not in uniform, right?" So he sicks these other two guys on her.
What's wrong with that? They were the hard security.
Yeah, so private security is not allowed to touch you, bro.
That's the first thing that's wrong with it.
Yeah.
And
Like,
those
first-
guys have now been sat down. They've disassociated any business with their company, all that bullshit. They separated from those guys. I don't know what's
So
going on
the
with the sheriff.
The guy talking right now on the megaphone.
I
actually-
see security touch people. Like, how do they get them out of? What's the purpose of being security?
You can only
They can't
touch them if they're
secure
trying
what
to
they're
hurt-
secure.
You can only touch them if they're trying to hurt someone. Otherwise, security is to observe and report. Call the police.
I don't know. I would need
Like, security can't
evidence on that.
block you from leaving Walmart if they know you've shoplifted. They can't touch you. They
Yeah,
can't
but
grab you.
a lot of times that's the Walmart policy, not the law.
I
That's
don't know about.
Walmart
I know
saying
about
that
those
they're
legal.
not. We don't want
shit.
them touching the customers.
It's the
I
policy
know about
because of
legal
this
shit
law,
because
they
I
can
do
get sued.
public buildings all the time. So I know that security guards cannot touch you. They got to call the police. They have no trespass powers, any of that. They push you and tell you to get out. You're being trespassed. That's a lawsuit. Unless you're trying to hurt someone, then they can shoot you and beat you up and shit.
Yes, security guards can touch you, but only in specific situations, such as guiding you away from a restricted area or if they need to restrain you to prevent harm. Any
Those are-
contact must be reasonable and appropriate to the situation.
Those will be the ones that I just said. If you're trying to hurt somebody, of course, if you're in a restricted area where people have their private information, they can push you up out of there so you can't see that shit. And
They were
then-
guiding her away from a restricted area and
Guiding-
restraining her to
A
prevent
town
harm.
hall in a public
oh, they was in a town hall meeting.
is
Yeah.
not a restricted area, especially in the
Yeah.
high school.
There's like
Right.
100 people in
There's
there.
literally
or more.
there's literally city police officers outside guarding the facility, right? But not inside the event. They're outside guarding.
Well,
the
you
facility.
know what? This sounds like something for lawyers to fight out in court.
Right. So rather than calling the police officers, right, the off-duty sheriffs work in private security, right? Rather than calling the city cops that were outside guarding the outside, the perimeter, right?
He
By
uses
order,
bones.
by order of the plan that was put together by the private
Fatty,
security.
you showed 2 seconds of a video. I need
Listen,
way more to
I got
go
the other
on
one
than
right
just
here.
your
I got
account.
the one guys right next to her, right Right, it's pulled up right now. This guy that was sitting right behind her.
You show me the guy, or am I
Don't
going to
show
see the
no
whole
stills,
insert?
motherfucker. All right, this look like a longer version. Yeah.
Whatever, dude. Doodah.
Folks who are just popping off with stupid remarks, you are not taking into account.
Yeah, this
the
should
people
be
sitting
everything
next
you
to
want
you.
here.
So this guy owns the private security company, by the way.
Okay.
There's a bunch of people that came here to hear them. There's an opportunity for you to sound off, but not right now. And because you're not smart enough to know that, you're just crazy people. And what we're doing right now is just pausing.
You're just crazy people that are coming here to disrupt.
That's what I was about to say. It sounds like they're disrupting it for everybody else. If this was a movie and somebody was in the theater disrupting the movie, they would take them out.
Right, but this isn't a movie, Jeff. This is a town hall.
And it
But they're disrupting
laws.
the experience for everybody else. Nobody else can get
speech,
what they came for out of this town hall if she's
freedom
going
of
to be
speech,
screaming
Jeff.
in the back the whole time.
Do you feel like that when they're applauding in the town hall? Is that disrupting? It's the same
She's
thing.
disruptive.
Well, I'm saying an applause. If you'll sit up there and let someone applaud you, I think you have to let someone criticize you as well. At least as long as right now they're having a back and forth, and it
But
looks like
she's
the
not
people are-
criticizing. She's disrupting.
I would disagree with that argument. I think
that's your opinion.
yeah.
I got mine.
Right.
That's why we don't have
there's a difference,
opinion-based
so-
laws, right?
Well, no, it's objectively different because an applause after somebody like says a speech or something is a completely different like message that you're trying to send. Whereas
In what way?
that bitch was
You're just saying different.
You're just saying
you're
you're saying, dude, okay, you did a great job. Oh, great, we agree with you. Blah blah blah. We suck.
Yes, we're saying we
other
agree
one-
with you. I
the other
agree.
one's-
I know
Applause is
exactly
saying
what
we
she's
agree.
doing. I've had people come up panels before acted just like
So
her.
if you can say
it's
we
not
agree
just
with
a
you, can you say we
disagreeal, it's an
disagree with you
interruption.
too? If we're
Yeah.
saying we agree with you by applause, can someone say we spontaneously say we disagree with you?
Yeah,
You
but
got to
the
be fair.
difference is that like it's the
One
interruption.
agrees and one disagrees.
She's not sitting there
what happens
politely saying, "I
after?
disagree with you,
In a
sir."
town
She's
hall
disrupting.
situation, right? A town hall isn't like a movie, right? People have the right to experience the movie they paid for. Okay, obviously, if you're yelling and being obnoxious in a movie,
Which is what she's
you can
doing.
be removed. You can
It's
be asked
not
to
a
be removed
movie though.
because you're on private property. Okay,
Right.
and you're breaking the rules of said.
Can we
movie.
see the rest of the video?
Yeah, let's see. Do you hear the crowd?
I hear somebody yelling.
Okay,
the
keep
sheriff
let
right
it roll. Yeah.
He says, "Come on, you're out of here."
Everybody is being more disorderly than her. She got to go.
Man, I
Everybody
might
else
have
got
to
to
move
go.
to Idaho.
See what he just did there? He just told the guy on stage the meeting is done.
Get up or be arrested.
So folks, when our nation
Get or be arrested. So that's
there was some really
You're gonna
I'm not
arrest
saying
her?
that's right.
No, I'm not recognizing you.
What would you like to do?
So yes, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. I promise.
See, this is the point where I would just leave.
This is not a negotiation.
Of course you would, but we're talking about rights and laws.
But it's not accomplishing anything. She's not having any of her goals accomplished, and she's just escalating trouble for herself.
You are wrong. We're talking about this shit thousands of miles away today. She accomplished what needed to be done. It's a topic of conversation. Them niggas sat
Well, if
down
that's what she
now.
was there to do, be a martyr for a cause,
They-
then I guess
they
she
don't-
did. But it doesn't
they don't
look
even-
like that's what she's there
They
to do.
they don't
She's
even
resisting
work.
it.
They don't even work there no more. That sheriff is in hot water. I'm sure that's part of why these people
Okay,
are
well, there's
protesting.
way more to this story than is showing up in this little video clip.
I don't see her being that disruptive though.
Not right
No
now.
more disruptive
She
than other
was
people
earlier.
around there.
See, she quieted down.
Yes, but other people are yelling. They are being as disruptive as she was at that moment.
And we're just taking care of the battle.
Yeah,
See, that's
I
what
would
it's about.
agree
White
that they
people-
need to go handle those other people just as much as her. Like, not
Yes.
just single her out if there's other people doing the same thing.
That
Yes.
right there, what's going on right there in that frame is considered assault. Okay, he is a private
Well,
security
then
Of
she
course
could
it
file
is.
a charge and play
Yeah.
it
He's
out
a
in the
private
courts.
security guard, whether or not he's
It's
the
all
elected
on
sheriff
video.
or
It
not
should be
right now.
easy.
Okay.
No, she should resist. There's an argument that she should
Introduced
resist because
himself
some
as
man is
security.
touching her and she against her will,
Well,
and
like
he
I
has no
said, they can
authority to
play
do
it out
so.
in the courts. There's video evidence, and
He has
the
no markings, right? He went and
justice
put his hat
system will
on. The other two
decide.
guys don't have any markings. They're not identified by
I'm
any
not a
patch.
lawyer or a judge, so I don't. You tell it to the wrong person. But it seems like very easy to show this in a courtroom, and they'd have a verdict pretty quickly.
Yeah, that he should quit his job immediately.
Well, that's
It
your
should make it
opinion.
to
I'm
a
saying the
courtroom.
courtroom is going to be the standard that determines.
I just happen to have a nice loud.
Well,
Unless the public
yeah,
comes
unless the public has to say,
and
which
says,
she
"Fucking
gave
get the
us.
fuck out of
No, we
office,"
have a
right?
justice. We don't need mob justice. We have a justice system.
The
I
justice
don't.
system
I
is
don't live
corrupt.
here. I don't know the law. I honestly don't know. Maybe she does have a case. Maybe she doesn't. I can't tell from just watching this video.
You can get an indication about all these people being out of work now.
Now I do agree that if she's not the only one disrupting, they should go and impose the same consequences on the other disruptors.
We can't even hear what that guy is saying because everyone else is yelling.
Yeah, I
Impose
do
the
hear
same
other people yelling.
consequences. Impose the same consequences, right? Drag people out of
at least
fucking public forums for fucking booing and
For being
contradicting.
disrupt. Yeah, I have no problem with people being dragged out of public
You're
forums for
a
being disruptive.
fucking dude. No way.
Yeah, at least
I
he's
can't. This
fair,
is so
though.
first world. Like, I can't believe this is what you worry about.
So you're an authoritarian then. That's cool. I'm cool
No,
with that.
I'm not.
He's always been an authoritarian. Where the fuck have you been, son?
Right.
He's always been like, this is
Realize
Jeff.
that-
So like, why would you even get mad? It's just
If
Jeff.
she were on my panel, I would remove her from the panel for the same
Yes,
reason.
because this is your forum, right? This is your forum. This isn't a public event. This isn't a town hall. Everybody's not allowed to just come up here and spurg out.
I don't think people can go to public events and just do whatever they want. I think there's
they can't.
rules even at public
wasn't hurting
events.
anybody.
And you
She's
see what
disrupting
happens
the
when you do it.
event. That is hurting people that are there to listen to what the guy has to say.
Because they're offended.
No, because she's disrupting the event. They can't hear what the guy's saying because she's talking over. She's yelling.
It's a public town hall, bro. That's how.
That
it works.
doesn't mean you get to go and scream like a monkey and keep other people from experiencing the event.
It does, brother. It does.
It
No,
does
it does
not.
not. Not in my event. No.
Does it? That's the problem. You
Fatty
said
thinks
that.
it's okay for people to go and disrupt other people's normal town halls where they're trying to listen to the speaker, and I don't think something like that's okay. I don't
However-
want that at my
Freedom
town
of
hall.
speech is a
However,
I
fundamental
want to be
right.
able to listen to the
Hold on.
people speaking and then ask my questions and have a dialogue. She's preventing
on.
all of that. And you think that's
totally
fine
do not
because
agree
you're a
with
disruptor.
him grabbing her though, like grabbing her and yanking her out of the chair, kind of thing.
Yeah, how
It's
about
like a
that?
tantrum. It's
I think
a
her tactics
childish
were very
tantrum.
cheap.
Shouldn't the
I
men
think they
get
were-
up and beat those people right now for putting their hands? Shouldn't all the men get
Damn
up
right.
and beat those
I
two
don't think
guys?
anybody
Yes.
should beat
Yes,
anybody.
and the guy got
in this
charged for
situation.
touching one of the other fucking security guards during the next fucking incident. Here.
Okay, then if she can file a complaint or a charge or whatever, it doesn't involve you.
That is shameful.
It does.
I think
It literally
what we got
does.
right now is a situation
It involves you
where
emotionally because you have poor
What
boundaries.
it does involve
No,
Jeff
not
Is she
emotionally.
related to you? Is she your wife? Is she your daughter? She's a
those
person
young
on a
people-
YouTube
I
video.
have, right, going in my county with the same sheriff, right, who has been holding my phone for 4.5 fucking years.
Yeah.
these folks are trying to filibuster.
I'm not sure that's it might have been for the
So all of you who came here.
See, he's using his hand saying leave, leave.
He has
leave.
no
I don't think
authority.
he's doing anything out of line right now.
How about now?
In the meantime, I know just not to be a little aggressive with some of these folks here. Look at her. Oh, no, I shouldn't be rude.
She's the one resists saying no, I'm not leaving. So and if they want her out of there, they're going to have to escalate because she's refusing
Yes,
to
but
comply.
she doesn't. Okay.
They're private security, bro. They do not have
Yes.
the right to escalate. They should have called the
I
police
don't know the laws
the
down
building.
there, so I don't know.
Well,
That's
yes,
why I'm
they
saying
are
that
private
if that's
security.
true, she should file a case and play it out in court.
Yeah, and
It's
the
all
sheriff
it's
should-
all on video.
Yeah, the sheriff is
Oh.
standing there
Right now, I just have you saying that. I don't know that you know what you're talking about. I just have you saying it. I would need to hear it from a judge
Which part?
that he's not allowed to do that.
Oh, the private security.
Right.
Well, you could
Yeah, she
know
should file a
you.
case and get it in front of a
No,
judge, and
I
the
heard
judge
that
should
part. You
say,
keep
"Yes,
saying that
ma'am,
part.
you are correct. They were not allowed to do that." Fatty
Yes,
sitting on a YouTube panel is not enough for me to believe that.
I get that. You keep stating that.
Sure.
You could draw some conclusions, or you could, and
Well,
you
you
should
keep
Google.
stating your thing too, so I don't know why you're going to pull the keep stating
I'm
card.
I'm not stating this, and I've been pretty much quiet, letting you and Fatty go back because y'all got the
Yeah,
thing
but
going
you've
back and forth.
repeated yourself several times, so I
Oh
don't know
my
why you're going to
God!
come at
Stop
me
being a
for saying
woman, bro.
something more than once when you've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, it was worth you interrupting me to say that shit.
Well,
Um,
it was
uh,
worth you pointing out that I've already said it. So who's like
I don't
we're
know. I've tuned
fighting
you
to
out at
see
this
who's being
point.
more petty?
No, you are. I'm trying to talk. You
Yeah,
could
you
draw
try to
some.
talk now, but you weren't trying to talk when you were calling me
Uh,
out for saying something more
Yeah,
than you would like to have heard
yeah.
it.
I'll try it again when you're done. Um, you could draw some conclusions from the fact that they're gone now and they've cut ties with that company, or you could just Google it when it's over. You could
Or
draw some
she could
conclusions.
just
My
file a court
point was,
case.
and you're trying to interrupt me again. My point was
No,
that
I am
uh,
interrupting you. I'm going to
my
keep doing
point
it.
exactly. You are yes, exactly. I know.
Because it's my
My
panel, I'm
point
going to say
is
what I
that
want to
yes,
say.
you can be rude if
Yeah,
you like. Yes, I know that. You don't have to
it's a
fucking
private
interrupt me to
forum.
tell you you're gonna be rude. Fatty, you said that all you have to go on was Fatty's shit. I'm trying to make a point that there is more that you could discern from this, and I paid a heavy price for it because you're sensitive as fuck.
Are you talking to me?
I was, yeah.
What price did you pay that was so heavy? All you did
I
was
gotta
come on a
hear
YouTube
some
panel.
girls cat scratch me and fight like she's insecure. Fuck, instead of having a conversation like an adult.
What girl is cat scratching you?
You again.
Why is that a girl?
The First Amendment of
Because
the U.S.
children and
Constitution,
women are like
the
that,
right to
right?
free speech,
Oh,
which
okay.
includes the right
Uh,
to express dissent and
Well, you're the
criticism.
one that initiated it
This
with your own
protection
pettiness, and you don't want to take
ends
any kind of
I know,
accountability or
and you're the one
responsibility for
stealing
that,
their
form
and
feelings
like
you want
right
to make
now.
it seem like I just randomly started doing this for no reason.
No, no, but
I
people see
see
you right
you,
now. You're still
and
carrying
YouTube sees
on.
you.
You're emotional as fuck right now. Still,
I'm not emotional at
Fatty's
all.
trying to talk.
I
You
am
could just
less
be quiet and let
invested in
him
this
talk.
video than any of the
Whoa.
two of you are. I promise. I'm not even going to remember this when I sign off.
But you're gonna remember that interruption because you're sensitive as
See,
fuck.
you're caught up
Oh,
on it,
come on,
probably even more
guys.
than I am, in
Yeah, I'll leave him
pretending like you're
alone.
not and
Here
pretending
goes
like it's
again.
me being petty.
Y'all
Go
need to
ahead,
calm
Fatty.
down.
If
Y'all
you can
need
remember what
Jesus.
you were saying.
Y'all need Jesus.
Y'all
Praise
motherfuckers
God,
need
man.
Jesus.
Praise God,
Praise
man.
So
God for
anyway,
the
I
truth.
haven't changed my original position that she was being
Right? Security guards
disruptive,
do
and
not
I have no
necessarily have
problem with them
legal
getting her out
authority
of
as
there
police
for being
officers.
disruptive.
Their powers are permanently derived from their rights of
And as
owners.
far
Jeff,
as the legal
Jeff says
stuff,
that.
a
Same
judge
right
would have
to
to
obtain
settle that. I don't
privacy.
know
I
enough
think he
about
was
that.
reading some legal saying that you have the right to free speech in there, even if it's protest and shit. That's
Then
town
Yeah,
hall. That's where you do it.
2%.
then she should have no problem
Protection
making
extends
her
to public
case.
forums like
She should
town
have
halls.
no problem doing it in a city in the court in the fucking council meeting where she was.
Well,
All right, let me
it's
look
gone
this up.
beyond that. It's spilled over
Now
into
we're gonna
court now.
argue. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. All right.
Share that screen. I gotta go in there.
Let's see. Come on, baby. Tell me the answer.
Like, yeah, all kinds of references, sources, and everything. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
what a
my
note to go
battery's
out on,
dying.
because I'm
I'm
gonna have
about
to
to.
wrap it up anyway.
Oh, cool. I was just saying my
Yep.
battery's dying.
Trying to suppress my free
I
speech.
went. I
aren't
went.
you?
No, you can come back tomorrow. Tomorrow I can go all night.
That's
Tonight I have to.
No,
That's what
congratulations on
she
the
I have.
job, dude.
said.
Yeah, congrats on the
All
job. That's
right.
good.
I won't be as
Yeah.
constrained tomorrow. I went half an hour over what I intended to. Anyway, so but I
All right.
think
So check
watching
this
more
out. Hold on.
video and
Wait, can I take
having more
this?
conversations not going to change my sense that
Oh,
she was being disruptive.
Jeffrey, I need to
thanks,
take this
but
for a moment. I'm gonna hold on. It's my turn. I waited for you guys. All right. The First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution guarantees the right to free speech. This right extends to expressing opinions and grievances at public forums like town hall meetings. However, this right is not absolute. Courts have recognized that reasonable restrictions can be placed on speech, especially when it disrupts the orderly conduct of public business. And disruptive behavior can encompass a range of actions, including shouting down speakers, repeatedly interrupting proceedings, engaging in behavior that prevents others from exercising their own rights. Yeah, so
Yeah.
All the stuff that Fatty thinks is okay.
Disorderly
That's fine.
conduct, right?
this is what
Disorderly
Fatty's
conduct is
right.
the
I'm
term,
getting
right?
there. Courts have generally upheld the right of public bodies to remove individuals who engage in disruptive behavior that impedes orderly conduct of meetings. However, they have also emphasized that restrictions on speech must be narrowly tailored and not overly broad. So there is some gray area
That's
in
why a
there.
judge would have to decide. What Moose just read in that passage looked a lot like what I saw in that video. Those exceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
it like
you
the
don't
court
agree that
might
she
even
should be removed?
backfire on her if she
So-
shows this to a judge. He might say,
Right.
"Well, lady."
Until you look into whether or not private security has to be dressed to where you can identify them.
Well, that's
And
a different
if they're allowed to touch
law than what Moose was
Right.
reading about 1A.
and if they're allowed to touch you, right? And if one of those security guards happens to be a sheriff that should know these things, that's when we as the public.
Why don't
can
you
say,
go offer
"You
to
need
argue
fucking
it
quit."
for her? Because you seem well grounded in.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the fight that you want to take, but this is not the avenue. Like, this is not the place to solve that battle.
Well, I'm not trying to solve it here. I was just trying to point out the free speech shit.
I know,
Jeff,
but
because
well,
the free
there's
speech
two
absolutely,
issues. There's
right?
the free speech things, which Moose just cleared up,
Mhm.
and there's the security guard issue, which I don't know the law, and I'm not convinced. Like, you're not an authority I can take it from. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying your opinion alone is not enough to convince me. I would need
I totally understand
something more authoritative than that.
that. No, I wouldn't begrudge you that. I mean, fuck.
So you could be right, but I don't know, and I'm not going to know by continuing to talk.
Wait, Joe
Nothing.
Cole didn't even say goodbye. You guys argued.
He said his phone was. He did say his phone was dying.
Oh, all right.
My mom was waiting for him inside. She got some turkey ready, coming out of heaven here real quick. Tell you what, an extra gravy.
Oh, that phone.
Dang on
One of
mashed
those
potatoes,
big-
man.
that
Just
big
they're a
ass
little bit
turkey
lumpy,
leg.
but they're still mashed. You know what I'm saying?
Because his teeth. His teeth.
Well, I'm just stoked that we don't have to have any posters in any classrooms anymore. Because I'm
No,
going
they
to be.
she can
everyone
have
is-
a neutral poster. It's a neutral
No,
content.
but-
It's not a
but
no content
I'm willing to
policy.
be
It's a
offended.
neutral content.
I
So
really
the
don't
content
care.
has to be
If
neutral.
there can't be one, there
Shit.
can't be any. That's how that one works.
I didn't
I
set
don't
the
care
policy. The
about
school
your
did.
feelings. That's your feelings, Fatty. And
No,
your
the-
feelings have no
The
bearing
other
on my
person's
life.
feelings. That's
Besides,
all.
Fatty, I remember a
That's your
conversation with
feeling.
you where you were admitting to deliberately
Yeah.
not educating black kids so that they would fall behind and not succeed.
that I've heard those conversations.
No,
Yes, I
that
have.
you when you were a teacher, whatever, you used to participate in that. It was on that stream when that lady came up.
when I was
She believed there was this conspiracy among teachers to deliberately not teach black kids as well as they do the white ones, so that the black kids would deliberately fall behind. And you're like, yeah, they did that at my school. I was part of it. I used to participate in that.
Yeah, with that one, I'm out of here.
Got it.
Okay.
What about it? You want to hear it again? I mean, people do meet in smoke-filled back rooms.
I'm skeptical, A, but B, if that's true, it blows my mind. I'm glad you've reformed.
People do meet in
I can
smoke-filled back
understand
rooms and have conversations about how to plot and scheme.
I can understand the agitation about the poster if that's the background that you came from. The poster would have a lot more meaning from to somebody like that than the rest of us.
Just the removal of the poster is the problem. It's not what's on it, though. It doesn't matter at all what's on it.
It does matter what's on it because they have a neutral content policy, so the content has to fall inside certain guidelines that the school has set. So what's on it is the core of the issue.
The neutral guideline.
The content,
you don't have a
what it
poster with all white
contains.
text. That would be the neutral policy. That would be the inclusive neutral policy, right? This inclusive policy, right, the way it's been now twisted to say that I can take offense to a poster that says all are welcome because it has whatever it has on it, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't even matter what the poster is. The fact that somebody can take offense to it.
That's not what the issue's about. It's not about who takes offense to it. It's
That
about,
is
in the
what it's about,
school's
though. Like,
judgment, it's
for me, that's what
expressing
it's
a
about. For the
specific
law.
opinion that falls outside of neutrality. It's not about offense at all.
Right. That's why the new statute, right, the new fucking law says that if anybody can take offense to it,
I didn't see that. I
this
is the I don't know about this new law
I
you're
can
talking about.
present that to you, but that's what this whole thing boils down to is
Because the articles I pulled
shit.
up was about the neutral content policy. It wasn't about a law saying if anybody's offended, then it has to be removed. So this is something new.
That's why the school board approached the teacher to say that that needs to come down.
Because of the neutral content policy. Every article I pulled up, that was the reasoning they gave.
That's the
and
reason
you're
that-
saying, no, it wasn't that. It's this other thing about if anybody's offended, it has to come down. That's not what the school board was saying in the articles I was reading.
They're not mentioning the law of why they're enacting their,
Right.
their
So why are you mentioning a law they're not mentioning, saying this is the reason they're doing it, when the school board is saying a completely different reason? And you're saying yes, but at the same time saying no, that's not the reason. I don't know. I'm so confused right now. The school board is saying this is our reason.
The
and you're agreeing to that, and then you're saying, but that's not the reason. It's this law instead.
Right. The news station is saying this is the reason that the school board is giving. Right. That's what was in the story. Right. So there's more to the story. We can go over it later. It's all good.
So the school board is lying?
No, the news station just isn't putting that information into the story or into that particular one because there are stories on it.
Okay. Yeah. I
or
guess
I wouldn't know about it if there's nothing, if there's no information there.
Either the news stories, and I pulled up like 3 or 4, are leaving
Not to
something
mention all
out,
the
or you're
Medicare
adding
stories
something in.
Like, the gutting of the Medicare.
Oh, you froze up at just the right moment. All right, I think this is the universe stepping in to solve this for you. You froze up, and now you're gone. This is cool, actually. Oh, there you are.
Freaking loose.
You froze up, and then you were not there all of a sudden.
Anyways, but no, they're doing all kinds of stupid shit over here right now with the budget and the legislation and the springtime shit.
I know, but none of that was in the story. So why not put it in the story if it's relevant to the story?
I'm just giving some context now. That
all right,
we're getting past
not laws. All he has to do is be truthful and rational. That's what's going to convince me. You don't need to manipulate or anything. But something's not adding up with what he's saying. Because the school board is saying this is why we had the poster removed. And Fatty's saying, but there's this law. If people get offended, you have to take stuff down. I don't know anything about that.
Right. You want to go over it now or tomorrow?
No, I can't.
I know you want to chill. So it's all good.
If I'm late tomorrow, I don't want it to be because of this.
Oh, fuck no. Not at all, dude. Congrats on the job, by the way. Because that's fucking cool. It's good to be out doing shit, being useful for society.
Yeah, I agree.
All that shit,
Yeah, I'm grateful for the opportunity.
And that way you can tell people to fuck off in real life.
Well,
at least I can.
From the political forum. Okay. Well, I've said my thoughts on that too. I think it's an issue for a judge to decide because it involves law that I'm not familiar with. So I don't have much of an opinion on it.
Anyways, that's why we were out protesting him, is because he grabbed a gal when he was working as private security, and private security is not allowed to do that. So, and he should know that because he's the sheriff.
Okay. Well, that makes a little more sense.
Dressed right? He didn't have any markings on that said anything else, right? He went and asked her to leave, and then he went and put on his ball cap that said sheriff, right? And then introduced himself as the sheriff, and then grabbed her. Like, well, he wasn't on duty, right? And there was police officers right out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So there's a dynamic to the story that's, complex and involved and has a lot of nuance to it. But like,
Right.
he knew that he shouldn't have grabbed her, and he did. And then he stepped
I don't
back
know
and
what
grabbed
he
his
knew.
phone and filmed his thugs grabbing her and dragging her out.
Well, the fact that it's on video should make it easy, whatever the law is.
As well as the 3 other guys that were like trying to prevent the security guards from grabbing her, right? Being charged with assault. And
But again, if I were her, I would have just left. Like, they're not going to say, "Oh, okay, man, we'll let you sit
And you
there
wouldn't have
after
yelled
all."
out
It was
either.
going to come to some kind of resolution from that point forward, and
Sure,
she could have controlled how that resolution happened.
Well, it's not necessarily her responsibility.
Instead of being at the mercy of how they decided they were going to handle it.
Right. Just being at the mercy of their tyranny meant that they didn't just call the police officers that were out in the parking lot that should have came and asked her to leave under the threat of arrest.
But remember the passage Moose read on the 1A?
Yeah. She was
if
being
she had
disruptive.
known that, if she had known, okay, I'm in this gray area.
They had every right at that point to ask her to leave, sure. But they did not have the right to touch her. They absolutely did not have the right to drag her out of there, right? Especially when they're
that's your opinion, but you're not the final
this,
word on it. That's what I've been saying all night. I know that you keep saying that, but you
I'll put some
are
stuff
not
together
the
to show you
final word on that.
how that works with private security. Then we'll go over that at another time.
Okay.
Because that's
or
what it
just
comes
have
down to.
A judge tell like.
Well, sure. That's all. I'll get some.
If a judge rules on it, we don't have to go over anything because I'm gonna take whatever the ruling. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I mean, there's other examples.
I'm not
of this
expert
already.
enough to know. Hey, Helena.
I'm sorry. I know you're ready to retire.
Try it.
Yeah. Have you guys ever been to a school board meeting?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so have I.
Not really.
For my job, I had to go to school board meetings and Rotary meetings and blah blah. Anyway, yeah.
Citizen.
Sure. But yeah, I don't understand. I still don't understand. Was that woman mad that they had the posters up or down?
No, so
or she wanted them down, or did she want them
was this
up?
about the posters? That's what the meeting
no,
was for.
no.
Oh, okay. Two different stories.
Okay. Well,
yeah. So the one is a teacher down in Boise, and she's been asked by the school board, the Ada County School Board, to remove everybody's welcome posters from their walls, right?
Yeah.
And then the other one, the gal was up at a town hall meeting up here where I live in Coeur d'Alene. They had a town hall at the high school, and they were in the auditorium, right? There's more people than her were kind of heckling the guy that was on stage.
You said it yourself.
Yes, right.
I don't even know what her point was because I couldn't even understand her. Like she didn't she wasn't up there to articulate something.
The guy on
eloquent.
stage brought up something about Doge, right? And everybody started booing and whatever else. Then the guy said into the microphone something about, oh, these guys are just agitators and whatever else. And then she said, is this a lecture or a town hall? Because it was a public town hall. It was announced to the public that anybody can come to this town hall. We'd have representatives from both sides, Democrat and Republic, here on stage to answer public questions, right?
Right.
Address public concern, right? So there's people from both sides, right? There's Democrats, Republicans, independents, right? Old people, young people. Some people were heckling. She was one of them, right?
Okay.
When the guy says into the microphone, something about agitators and whatever else, she says, is this a public event? Is this a town hall?
But you admitted that she was there heckling.
That's not... school board meetings don't work like that. What you do is you come in and you actually sign in to get your turn to talk.
Like a city council meeting. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know how useful it was. All I can criticize is her method, their method. It's like they have to let you talk. They have to. So as long as you're not violent, it's like they have to, not only do they have to let you talk, once you do, it becomes public record. Now it's like they do everything on video now. So their methods, that method, screaming and everything, I don't know how useful that is.
It's definitely not.
Really,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they would have been able to talk, and the board couldn't make them leave. I did see something unfortunate in Virginia. They made this father leave a school board meeting. He didn't do anything. He was mad. He was visibly mad, but he took his turn, and then they removed him. And then after that, the board declared him a domestic terrorist.
Absolutely.
Now that was fucked up. That was fucked up. He didn't scream. He took his turn. He was just mad. But yeah, all right. So for me, it's
Did it
about
stick, the charge?
no. I think he ended up suing the school board
Oh.
for defamation. If I'm
And
not
you know,
mistaken.
even in a city council meeting or like a school board meeting, you're only allowed to do that to a point to where you are super disruptive, and it's completely either going to derail the whole meeting or the forum in general.
That's what she was there for. She was there to troll. You said it yourself.
A lot of people were there to troll. Okay.
Okay, then I don't have
Alright, well,
sympathy for those people.
But
And then to act all innocent, like, what? You're throwing me out? Come on, lady, please, come on.
Well, for me, it's just a matter of method. It's like it would have been better if they took their turns, and it would have been on record, and there would have been nothing the school board could do about it.
She was bad faith from the beginning. She's being disingenuous. My sympathy is not with this chick.
Sure, I'll give her that. I'll even give you that. 100%. Sure.
Okay. All right.
But that doesn't give private security the right to grab her.
That's
and
a
drag her
different
out.
issue. I don't know the law where you are, and so I have nothing.
Right.
If that's
But we can
true,
agree
then
that,
she
you know,
has a case. Like,
there
take
are
it in
limits
front of a
to free
judge.
speech, right? There is limits to free speech. There are certain lines that, because of our social contract, right, that we agree upon and set these rules and regulations and statutes and laws for how far you can press free speech, especially in public forums. Free speech is not absolute.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a rally?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've walked through them accidentally. In the city I live next to, and I don't know, a couple times now. One time I did see there were Antifa guys, and what they were doing was they were making noise to the people talking who had the platform, so that nobody could hear them. What do you think about that?
Same type of thing. If it's out in public, okay, the only recourse is for police to either threaten to arrest them if they don't leave, or to arrest them if they continue to be a nuisance. Right? The proper course of events that should take place is that not having private security lay hands on public citizens, especially when those private security people happen to be off-duty sheriff officers and the sheriff himself. That's a little tyrannical in my book. So that's, especially when the sheriff is the same asshole that's got my phone.
I was just curious.
Now the truth comes out.
All right.
Does that not invalidate the fact that they're breaking some major laws and being very tyrannical?
Well, you said in your book, and we're all entitled to have our own book. So in your book,
Sure.
I guess it does. But you're mad about the phone. That's the issue.
Yeah.
They took your phone.
But still, it's the same guy that went and stole gay books from the library, bro, to save the 17 and 18-year-olds from 3 books. He
That
stole
sounds
it. He put them in
illegal.
his coat.
Stealing books from... I used to work in a library.
So he should be charged, right? Whether or not
Stealing
he's
books
sheriff
from
or
a
not.
library sounds illegal.
I agree. He should be charged. At least I got that out of you.
Yeah. If he stole books from a library, the library is well within their rights to charge him for it.
Well, the prosecutor would have to make that call, right?
Well, the library would bring the charge. They'd bring the complaint.
They'd bring the complaint, and the prosecutor could decide whether or not to carry forward with that.
I don't even
They
know
could
how
even
that
spend
works.
money to write the paperwork to do so and drop it even.
They could do a civil.
Welcome to
case.
America, bro.
Or they can call. They can go and judge Judy, get some Judy justice.
Well,
I'd
still rather be here.
Yeah, she's building a place over here at the golf course here. Looks like
Judy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Judge
All right, you
Scheinman.
guys.
If you
Good night, you guys.
Good to see you on.
Take care, Lynn. Thanks for coming up. If you see her, tell her I'm a big fan and try to get her to come on the show.
Yeah, probably have better luck getting around with Bro Logic.
Just tell Jeff said. Just for me.
Yeah, shit.
No,
Oh, you know
and
what?
when I lived in Vegas, we were suing some roommates that lived with us and didn't pay
Dude,
rent, and they called us to be on the Judge Judy people.
no shit.
And they did this little phone interview with you to
That would have been
see,
awesome.
and because the roommate admitted he owed the money, they said
Oh,
that wouldn't be enough to
no,
go
you
on TV. And
never
I
admit
said,
it.
why? Not enough drama? And they said, yep, not enough drama. So I came this close to getting invited to Judy, but there just was not enough drama, even with me.
You couldn't turn it up a little bit and just.
No, they signed there was a signed paper agreeing that they owed the money. So there was
Well,
not
yeah,
any they really had no defense.
kind of
And so
open
there
and
was
shut,
not going to be a lot for Judy to play with.
open and shut case on
But
that
I
one.
did get the little screening call at least.
Oh, there you go. Check that one out. Hot off the press.
Who is this? That's not you. I like the
Not
jacket.
me. You know who that is?
No.
Well, it's supposed to be you.
No way, fatty. Hang on. That no more looks. When has my hair been out to here?
Well, you know, it's
I like the lion. I love the jacket.
artificial
That
intelligence.
is not. What prompt did you use?
Uh,
It looks more like you than me.
it was just it's a random one in Dream Face.
I
Lion
do
Man.
like it.
Yes.
I wish it were me.
Not bad. I mean, you know,
No,
you
you're right. Not bad.
pull that off. You just get a little
But I don't see the me. But
600-pound pussy on your shoulder. Come on, baby. Let's go tear it from libtards.
I mean, but if I look like that, I probably would date myself. Maybe I am a narcissist. I think I like the line even.
Oh, there's Elon.
That's a
Right.
cute cheetah.
Right. There you go.
Don't tell me that's. When have you seen me with a mustache? When has
I don't
my
know.
hair ever been that long?
I don't know. Boy Scout uniform? Hey. Oh, no,
What
you must
props? Why
must
are
be
you
the
putting
razor,
me in
yeah.
your props?
I
What
don't
props
know.
are you using, and why am I with
There's
jungle
nothing else to
animals?
do when you're yelling at me. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Ooh, I'll take him.
Yeah, that's how I looked when I got out of prison.
No way. Except for the
Yeah,
muscle.
dude.
Like the muscles are the one part I would
Oh, yeah, no,
send
dude, I
back.
got yoked up, bro. They
That's
don't feed you
way too
anything but
much
eggs and
muscle.
bread, bro. Just doing push-ups all day long. Working on your mean mug face in the mirror.
They work on that face. It doesn't come
Oh,
natural.
yeah, you got to. Yeah,
What?
you can't smile at prison,
Fatty,
bro.
I want to do another stream with you. We
You
got
can't
way
smile
too much to
at
talk
prison,
about. I didn't know all this.
man.
You have wisdom.
Oh, there's Donald without his hood on.
Donald who?
Diaper Don. His
Donald
Majesty.
Trump?
His Majesty. Yeah.
Trump? Wait, let me
Sure.
see. Oh yeah, kind of, sorta. With the if you take the hair off,
Oh, yeah, he's bald anyway.
he looks like the guy from Princess Bride.
Yeah, I think that was the best one. That's pretty hot.
Yeah, the line is cool.
Yep. All right, Booker.
I'm flattered, but it's not. I don't. All right, Fatty. It's been fun.
Yep, have fun.
Thank you. We'll
Party on.
see you again.
Till the chat stuck my balls.
Oh my God, this is why I have to be careful streaming in the evenings because I get so. I had a ball. I had a blast today. Thank you, audience, viewers. Thank everyone that came on. This is the kind of streams I want to, and it helped me answer my dilemma from earlier too, because I think it would if I tweaked it to be more mainstream, I think it would lose this. So I don't think it's worth it. I think just keep doing what I'm doing. So all of you that said that, I think you're right. So we're just gonna stay outliers. But I'm all charged up now. I don't know how to wind down to get to sleep. I should have been in bed half an hour ago. Yeah, Diogenes, thank you too. Thanks for showing up. So I'm gonna go try to wind down after all that excitement. And I will be back out tomorrow, probably the same time. unless I really need a nap after work. But then I'll be able to do a later stream into the evening. There won't be a limit. I won't have to shut it down at a certain point. So tomorrow we can play. We could play longer. We could play harder. We could play faster. We can play deeper. So look for that, and I will see you then. Take care. I hope some of you get some sleep at least, and I will try to do the same. Hail Fatty. This is for the pictures. Thanks. Hail all of you. All right, take care.